music today. Played Pretend That We're Dead by L7. Followed that up with Feed the Tree by Felton.
What made you do that? Did it fit, or you just felt like it? Oh, okay. I felt like it. And you don't like it? I think you said this before. Get your own show.
Yeah, get your own show.
You don't have to apologize every time you mention sports. You feel like you always do that. Sports, when you mention an actor or actress, you don't apologize for talking about entertainment.
Well, yeah, but they don't have entire radio stations dedicated to movie talk or music talk.
They must have some sort of something.
Pardon me?
Isn't that what NPR is? Satellite radio must have something. I don't know.
Okay, you're right.
I don't know. What the hell do I know? So I can't listen nearly as often with my job.
Yeah. And we miss your contribution.
You miss my witty insights.
Well, yes, and your cutting remote correspondence.
My Seinfeld.
Yes. Yeah, I've had to look up a couple of my own Seinfeld.
Oh, shit.
Which one did I play?
You know the war.
The Estelle.
Oh yeah, the war in Ukraine. It was also on Seinfeld when they played the game of Risk. Kramer gets Newman, and they're on the subway going, all you have is Ukraine. Ukraine's weak, and the guy goes, Ukraine not weak, bang. Hey pal, we're just trying to play.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to this special edition of High School Sports. Today it's baseball, a rivalry game as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Our technical crew is Peter Bray and award-winning breezy Dave Angel. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Kevin, beautiful day for a game.
Beautiful day for a game, absolutely. A little windy, of course, although I know it's all over the place just to keep us honest, but it wouldn't be spring baseball without a lot of wind.
Yes, you've only had to chase your papers once. I had to twice before you showed up.
I've had to chase your papers 3 times already when you were off talking to the coaches, just so you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Attleboro off to a tough start. They had a tough opening loss, 5-4 to Oliver Ames on the road, and then lost to Franklin 10-5 in 5 innings. 10-0, excuse me, in 5 innings. Little trouble defensively, a little trouble with their pitching staff getting first pitch strikes. Conversely, North Attleboro 2-0, a 5-4 13-inning victory over Mansfield. And then they beat Sharon 11-2 just yesterday. Tyler DiMatteo headed to Bentley. He's playing catcher, had a 2-run homer. What do you expect to see today?
Well, I mean, on paper, both teams coming in after 2 games, 0-2 and 2-0, but yet North Attleboro has played twice the amount of innings as Attleboro.
Yeah.
North Attleboro has played 20 innings already this year, and Attleboro has only played 10. A strength of Attleboro is their, again, on paper, as we're talking early in the season, it's supposed to be their pitching.
Yeah.
However, they've walked 13 and hit 2 batters in their 10 innings. They've only given up 8 hits and they've struck out 13.
Wow.
However, but the team ERA is 6 and the WHIP walks and hits divided by innings pitched.
Yeah.
You actually, I think I converted you on that one.
Yes, he has.
is 2.3. So they're just putting too many runners on base, and then there was a little bit of some bad fielding in the game against Franklin. So their strength is supposed to be pitching and defense, and it's been a struggle out of the gates.
And against Franklin, Tabor, the starting second baseman, wasn't available, and of course Evan Houle, who expected to be the starting shortstop, he's out with his knee injury. They hope he's back in a few weeks. So they had a little trouble in the middle infield. Pagano starting at shortstop today. Tabor is back at second base. Pitching for Attleboro, Coach Steve Dunley's son, Tyler Dunley. He is a freshman. This will be his first varsity start. He's what, 6'1", 210?
6'1", 210. If he grows to be his father's size, he'll get to about 6'4", 6'5". He's already throwing in the low 80s, and he's got a very nasty slider. This is his first varsity start, and you always think about this with a freshman or a coach's kid. No, he deserves to be here. It's everybody said, get him up here. When you look at him, he's might be the biggest kid on the team already.
I'm jealous. My freshman year, I was 4'11", 91 pounds. Pitching for North will be David Floyd, who was also two-year starter as their goalie, a captain on the soccer team as well. And Floyd is heading to Keene State to play baseball, as there goes a big gust of wind. 2 hits and 2 RBIs against Sharon. Stepping into the box, left-handed batter Derek Masita, a junior center fielder.
We'll see fastballs and sliders mostly out of Ty Dunley.
The big right-hander. Just misses on the outside. 1-0 to Masita. Defensively for the Bombardiers, Hegarty in left, George in center, who covers a lot of ground. Johnson in right field, Del Pazzo at third, Pagano at short, Tabor at second, Block at first. Hawkwater is catching. Low, 2-0.
Attleboro pitching through 10 innings is just recording first pitch strikes at 32%. And just to show you how important that stat is, it should be about 65%.
Yeah.
When they throw a first pitch strike, the other team is only hitting 111.
Wow. Yeah, again, they've only allowed 8 hits but 15 runs. That's a little bit low. 3-0 in the zone. Our home plate umpire is Tom Chase. That's C-H-A-C-E. He's a Fall River lad, went to Diamond Vocational Regional. And our base umpire is from my neck of the woods, Brian Barry, an Algonquin Regional High School graduate in 1981. Low, ball 4. Masita, leadoff batter, is on. But I'm from Westboro, Mass, so Algonquin, Northboro, and Southboro, Mass, they were our big rival. We were comparing notes.
I can imagine the nerves right now for Ty Dunley, Coach Dunley. I remember, just my own sons were coming through, and you always want to get that first strike and then first out of the way, and then you can settle in, a pickoff attempt, back safely.
And North.
I'm just saying, finish that thought. Just to get those first out of the way so you can move on with the rest of the game.
Exactly. And North, as Coach Mike Hart says, they love to put a lot of pressure on the other team's defense. They had a double steal in their win yesterday. Tyler DiMatteo had a 2-run homer to center field. He fouls that one back. It's 0-1 to Tyler. Is Tyler a 2-sport or 3-sport?
I believe
tremendous football player.
2, yes. Though they always seem to sneak in a track somewhere, don't they, in the wintertime?
Tyler's heading to Bentley College because he couldn't get into Bridgewater State.
They're playing football there, I believe, right?
Curveball is low, 1-1. Nice stop by Hawkwater, the Attleboro catcher. Yeah, I just mentioned my freshman year, I was 4'11", 91 pounds. I think Tyler's thighs are the size my waist was then. Strong, powerfully built athlete.
Good pitcher, good mechanics. Like we said, 2 solid pitches to throw.
Comes from a great sports family too, DiMatteo. Runner is going, shot up the middle. Tabor covers it, steps on the bag, throws to first. High throw, making the catch though is blocked. Steps on the bag and a double play. Wow, great coaching by Dunley.
Amazing, because if the hit and run, which is what it appeared to be, was not on, that's a base hit up the middle.
Exactly.
But that sent second baseman Owen Tabor up the middle where he caught the ball, had no choice but to step on the bag.
Wow.
And throw it to first. Threw a little high. Jamie Block went up for it, snagged it, all in time to get Donnell out at first base. Double play, 2 huge outs. And now I have a feeling Dunley may settle in now. He's got his first strike, he got his first out, and now he's got 2 outs.
Swing and a miss and a beautiful curveball from Dunley. At the plate is Danny Curran. He is a senior, one of the two captains, along with Gavin Wells, playing right field today. He was the winning pitcher in the game against, he didn't get the win.
Started
against Mansfield.
And went the first 5 out of 13.
He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs yesterday against Sharon. That ball is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. I will say this for Dunley, keeping the ball low in the zone.
Yeah, he has not brought it up once. Well, his father was a pitcher at Boston College. It's probably ingrained in him. Keep it low.
Yes. I forgot to ask the distance to the temporary fences out in center field and right field. Permanent fence and left. That is inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Danny Curran.
I'm trying to remember back to last year. I want to say it's 315 down the left line. And if I had to guess, I think you're looking at about 400 to center, and then probably about the same 315. Probably is symmetrical, is my guess.
The right-hander Dunley, 2 outs, nobody on base, no score. Top of the first on a beautiful spring day. Fastball, 1 hop shot to the third baseman, Del Pazzo. Across the diamond in time. Nice defense, Kevin.
Yeah, nice play. Took his time, made a throw, blocked with a nice little stretch there at first base, and to get out of it, facing the minimum, 3 batters on just 11 pitches, which is huge. They've been averaging well over 20 pitches per inning.
And if you're a North fan, you're thinking, we hit 2 balls hard, got a walk, and nothing out of it. We'll be back with the bottom of the first after this on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, our technical crew, Dave Angel running our graphics, Peter Bray, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Lousy weather the past couple of days, lousy weather coming this weekend, but it's a beautiful day today.
Oh, it's a beautiful day out with about upper 50s, maybe low 60s right now. Wind does kick in every once in a while. Could play some tricks on the ball. But right now it's a fairly calm wind right now.
If you're listening on WARA and you actually want to see the picture from our backstop camera, you can go to channel 15 in Attleboro, AACS, or go to the AACS YouTube channel, and Tyler DiMatteo, the North catcher, fires the ball down. He's got quite the arm.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete.
AACS YouTube channel. So David Floyd is starting pitcher today for North. Again, an outstanding goaltender for their soccer team, 2 or 3 year starter. DiMatteo behind the plate, Harding at third. Tyler Bannon, speaking of multi-sport athletes and outstanding running backs and linebackers, is the shortstop today. The second baseman is Kajoyan, also a hell of a hockey player, only had 35 points in the hockey season. Yeah, that's all. Frankly, he's disappointed. Wells, Gavin Wells, 3-sport athlete, football, basketball, baseball is at first. The outfield, left to right, Bates, Masita, Curran, and they cover a lot of ground. Swing and a miss. Speaking of covering a lot of ground, nice curveball from Floyd. Attleboro center fielder, senior Nate George is up. Attleboro in their crisp white uniforms with the royal blue lettering. Changeup, fouled away, 0-2. North in their scarlet red jerseys and hats, white pants. Good contrast.
Yeah, very nice contrast. Attleboro will look to get Nate George on. He's their fastest guy in the team, and if he does.
Pops that up to short, right center field. Calling him off is the right fielder, Curran, and Danny Curran, their captain, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down for the Bombardiers. And by the way, if you're looking to pick up some Attleboro Royal Blue athletic wear, you might want to contact Mike Strachan, 9-year football coach at Attleboro. He's a North Attleboro alum. He'll be taking over as the North Attleboro coach next fall, and he's got a lot of sweatshirts, jackets, and the royal blue you might be looking for.
Having a yard sale, that hit him.
Second batter is Johnny Pagano, a sophomore, getting his first start at shortstop, and the first pitch is a high inside fastball that just scrapes his shoulder.
Yeah, cut it off and got down. So the Attleboro's first base runner of the game, and I think, if memory serves, Johnny Pagano is wearing brother Drew Pagano's number 15.
Huh.
I'll have to double check that.
I think that is right. Number 4, Owen Tabor. You don't see very many second basemen batting third.
No, you don't.
Breaking ball inside from Floyd. 1-0 to Owen.
Good secondary lead by Pagano, making his first varsity start as a sophomore.
You heard that back. Diving back ahead of the pickoff throw was George. He's in safely. No score here, bottom of the first.
Tabor with a hit on the season, going along with a .667 on base percentage. Oh, another
Two hit batters in a row. And I think North coaches, yeah, Mike Hart. Okay, I thought he was talking to the umpire about Tabor and making no effort to get out of the way of that pitch, but he was just talking to his catcher, DiMatteo.
Stick with the four-seamer in the two, so he wants to establish the fastball before you start working in the other junk.
And there is that fastball to the number 4 hitter. Speaking of 3-sport athletes, senior Christian Dane looks at a fastball, strike 1.
Christian has 2 hits on the season.
Multiple positions on the football team, back up forward on the basketball team, swing and a miss.
Some high heat
I
there.
was going to say, yeah, that was a little something on that.
That's good coaching by Hart, because he throws in the mid to upper 80s. You know, go establish the fastball, get ahead early in the count.
Yeah. Foul tip. Ooh, DiMatteo couldn't quite hold on as it went off his glove and off his shin pad. Count remains 0-2 to Christian Dane. Christian Dane's sister is at Eastern Illinois Tech, I think, playing soccer.
Oh, no kidding. I did not know that. Outfield straight away, not too deep.
Breaking ball, great stop by the catcher, Tyler DiMatteo, as that was your classic 58-foot slider. And DiMatteo with a beautiful stop to keep the runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Looking like big brother Zach DiMatteo on that one.
Yeah.
Catcher over at Wheaton College.
Yep. It's 1-2, right?
Yes, 1 ball.
And there it is. First time this year I've asked Kevin the count. Fastball fouled off by Dane as he attempts to take out his teammate, the on-deck batter, Danny Johnson. Count remains 1-2. Christian's one of those guys, big, strong, athletic kid, looks physically imposing. One of the nicest guys you ever want to meet.
Great guy.
Fastball fouled back. That was a breaking ball. Count remains 1-2. Remember during the football season, my brother Mike used to say, does Christian know how good he is?
Exactly.
Dave Floyd, the right-handed, about 6'1", 6'2", pitcher. Fastball. Look at this. Dane staying alive. Fouls another one back. And we mentioned Floyd again. He'll be playing baseball at Keene State next spring.
And possibly soccer. He may
he might play both?
He might play both, according to John Purdon, one of the assistant coaches.
He's he's unbelievably athletic goaltender. Breaking ball is low. Another nice stop, DiMatteo. It's 2-2. And on the soccer pitch, you know, usually the goaltenders punt the ball.
Yeah.
You should see in that kind of sidearm motion how far. I covered a few North soccer games over the years. How far he could throw the soccer ball, starting a counter fast break the other way. Fastball shot. 2 hops to the shortstop. They go to third. Makes the play. That's Bannon, the shortstop, to Harding, the third baseman. The lead runner is out. 6-5 if you're scoring at home, but moving to second is Tabor, and moving to first on the fielder's choice, Dane.
On the 9th pitch of the at-bat.
Great job, Christian. This brings up the left-hand batting Danny Johnson. He's the right fielder. Where's number 8? Floyd called strike, upper part of the strike zone.
Getting the high strike call there. Danny Johnson, a 5-hit game in the playoffs last year.
Oh, that's right. And Floyd goes from the stretch at all. Wait a minute, there are 2 runners on, Paul.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going from the stretch. Fakes to second base. Wow.
We got a remote correspondence from Papa Hull where it's loud. We're loud and clear. Sunny, blue skies only in St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh. Foul tip into the mid on a breaking ball. 0-2 to Danny Johnson. So Papa Hull didn't write Healy's talking too much again?
No, not yet, but it's early.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
Floyd's done a good job with his first pitch strike. 4
Yes.
out of the first 5 batters, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Fastball, foul tip into the mitt. DiMatteo catches it, swinging strike 3. So for the Bombardiers, no runs, no hits, 2 runners left on base. We head to the top of the second. No score on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause. Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Turf Fields here in Attleboro. We're getting ready for the top of the second. No score. I look to my left. Behind the backstop, I see Nick McMahon is here. You know what that means, Kevin. There's probably a probation officer somewhere around.
Yeah, but Nick. And Jamie Alessandro is next to him, and
Yep.
Sam Block. Jamie Block's older
okay.
brother.
Excellent.
So, got the 2020 class there.
Yeah.
Quick update
There it is.
over on the softball field. No score between Attleboro and North Attleboro. 0-0 after 1.
Boy, and I heard Riley Camacho, Attleboro's outstanding catcher, is also a great basketball player, injured his shoulder on a slide into third in the first game of the year.
Into second,
okay.
and kind of like popped something on her shoulder.
rats.
I don't think it's going to be too serious, but they expect her back soon. They weren't sure if she was going to play today, but
Okay.
I think she might be back next week.
And then Kayla Goldrick starting at shortstop. She made the Hockomock Sports all-defensive team in basketball
Yes.
first team. Top of the second, David Floyd is up. Called strike 1 for the freshman Dunley in his first varsity start. Heater on the inside part of the plate. 2 things about Floyd. He had 2 hits and 2 runs knocked in yesterday against Sharon, and 2 after this pitch. Right-hander Dunley. Breaking ball, catches the outside corner, 0-2. This is why I love high school baseball. He's pitching and hitting cleanup,
Yes.
as God herself intended when she invented this sport. Dunley to the stretch with no one on base. There's your 58-foot slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You don't want to give him anything too good. I know it too.
Catcher Hawkwater were down for the ball, hit the turf and bounced over his shoulder. We'll give you the North coaching staff in just a second. Just missing low. Good place to miss. 2-2. Mike Hart is the head coach. The assistants are Alan Foster, Paul Tobin, Pat Fitzgibbons, Scott Lockwood, and just not to hurt his feelings, John Purdom they put on the list as well.
Tough nice of you.
2-2. Fastball. Ooh, good job of David Floyd fouling that ball away to stay alive. Boy, this Floyd at bat looks remarkably similar to Attleboro's Christian Dane at bat.
Exactly. This will be the 6th pitch of the at bat. That's not as easy to say as it sounds.
And stay within bounds of the FCC.
Exactly.
Breaking ball, swung, fouled back. Attleboro was coached by Steve Dunley. This is his 3rd year now, or 4th, counting the pandemic.
First year was 2020.
So 3rd year.
No, 2019. Sorry, when they went to regionals.
Okay, so 4th year.
Yep.
And who are his assistants are?
Dave Pagano, John Hawkwater, and Tim Callahan. He's the first base coach.
Fastball,
Have to put a charge
swinging
on
bunt, fielded by Dunley, fires across the diamond. Safe. That's going to be an infield hit. Good speed by Floyd there. First hit of the game.
And I can relate to Jamie Block. We're about the same height. If Jamie was Christian Dame's height, he may have been out. He put as good a stretch on that ball as you could. He threw a fastball at first base. Just nothing you could do. Floyd beat it out, hustling all the way.
First hit of the game for either team. Hawkwater comes out to give signals to the infielders. So on first is Floyd. Leadoff runner is on. Top of the second, nobody out, no score. Gavin Wells, a 3-sport athlete and a captain, senior first baseman. Breaking ball missing, low and in, 1-0. My brother Michael and I, who Mike, calls basketball, and after the football season, Attleboro played North in basketball, and we were both surprised. We thought Gavin Wells was bigger and huskier because he sure played that way in football.
Very tall, very lanky, like kind of tall and lanky.
Tall, lanky, and strong.
Runner goes.
Runner is going. Pitch is low. Hawkwater can't get the ball out of his glove smoothly, does the right thing, and holds on to it. Stolen base for David Floyd.
Not surprised to see North run to see what the new catcher this year, Aiden Hawkwater. Bailey Camacho graduated last year. He's up at Colby playing college baseball.
My brother John's best friend from high school went to Colby. Nice stop by Hawkwater on a low pitch. I've got a 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, Jimmy Hayes and my brother John, they were known as the H&H duo. And Jimmy went up to Colby where he was the 3-year starter at quarterback and the 3-year starter at center field at Colby in baseball. Yeah.
That's tough to do.
Yeah. High, ball 4. So
Second
runners
ball.
on first and second. And that's exactly right, second base on balls. This brings up Christian Bates, senior left fielder, the number 6 batter in the order, right-handed batter playing left field. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs yesterday against Sharon.
Including a double, I believe, as well. Is that accurate? Or am I just making that up? I think he got a double somewhere.
No, that's right. RBI double from Christian Bates.
All right.
As we plagiarize, research from the Sun Chronicle.
We're all working together. Yep. They listen to our broadcast and then write an article.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
right. Dunley gets the sign from Hawkwater.
Could be a little small ball coming up from North Attleboro.
Yeah.
Runner goes.
Ball is low, knocked down by Hawkwater. Stolen base, a double steal. 1-0 to the batter, Christian Bates. And you look at Christian. He's one of those kids. Boy, what a confident look he has on his face in the batter's box.
It was almost like a delayed steal, and it did go into the dirt a bit, and Aiden Hawkwater pounced out there, but it was too late. Throw was just a little bit too late. Second, third, nobody out. Attleboro keeps there, brings the corners in, keeps the middle infielders back.
Yep. Ball is blasted deep to right field. Over the head of the right fielder out there, Johnson. 1 run is scoring. That's Floyd. Wells will score from second base. That's a 2 RBI double for Christian Bates. 4 RBIs in the last 2 games.
And Bates went sliding head first into second base, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if the Attleboro put a fake on or if they just heard down. Had he not, he could have taken a wide turn and possibly gotten a triple out of it.
So second hit of the inning, a 2-run double to deep right field.
Up steps now Tyler Bannon, the shortstop, nobody out, runner on second. And Tyler Bannon will be playing some football at Stonehill College. Did you hear the news about Stonehill?
Yeah, they're going Division I. Does that include football too?
I believe it does, so I would imagine that they will be in that like UMass, Bryant, like that. They don't call it 1AA anymore, but I would assume it would be in that realm of conference that they're in. Attleboro's Kean Kelleher also going to Stonehill.
Okay.
And now he's a Division I player, much to the chagrin of older brother Owen Kelleher.
Yeah. That first switch was a ball to Tyler,
First
correct?
pitch was the ball
and then
prompted a visit from Coach Dunley.
Yep. Visiting his son, freshman Tyler Dunley, getting his first start against Tyler Bannon. I think Bannon wore 25 on the football team, and he and DiMatteo alternated as the lead running back in that great North offense.
This North Attleboro team's got some height, don't they?
Yeah, really. It's the brains Coach Hart's worried about. No, sorry, only kidding, folks. From the stretch, big lead off of second base for Bates. Shortstop Pagano keeping him close. Breaking ball, fouled off his leg. That's a foul.
Yep, hit him in the box.
Yep, 1-1.
And I'm sure Coach Dunley went out there just to talk to him about the, getting ahead in the count.
Yeah.
He, first batter this inning, he did throw an first pitch strike before the infield single. The next three, he sat him off of the ball, coming back to throwing strikes, working from ahead.
2-0 North Attleboro here in the top of the second inning. Dunley from the stretch. Just a bit high on the breaking ball, 2-1. Mike Hart coaching third base. He's the head coach for North. That means he trusts his kids to behave in the dugout.
They got Reed Collins coaching first base, one of the players.
Yeah. Dunley from the stretch looking at Bates at second base. Fastball inside, gets by Hawkwater. Heading to third base is Bates. Kevin, I'm going to let you score that.
I'm going to call that a pass ball. It was inside, but the height was there, and it did tip off the glove.
Okay.
In the dirt, I usually go wild pitch,
Yep.
but that was not in the dirt.
Yep.
You agree?
I agree with you. 3 balls, 1 strike as a count to Tyler Bannon, and now the potential third run of this inning, just 90 feet away.
Still nobody out. Attleboro pulls their infield in all around. Now the middle infield has moved back a bit.
Yeah.
But with this turf field, you can play back and still get the guy out at the plate.
Dunley blasted into the hole, diving stop by Pagano with short across the diamond. The throw pulls block off the bag, but staying at third base is Bates.
Yeah, I'm going to go with an infield single on that because I think he would have beat it out. Bates did not run. So you agree again?
Yeah, second infield hit of the inning for North, third hit overall. So they've got runners on the corners now. They have a 2-0 lead, runners on the corners, nobody out here in the top of the second.
I think Pagano did a nice job of getting to that ball in the hole. He fired quickly in the hole. I'm actually surprised that Bates didn't take off a home.
Again, with no outs, Coach Hart playing it conservative. Dylan Harding is up. He's the junior third baseman.
Sure, the runner will be going. There he goes.
Runner goes, pitches low. Hawkwater with a stop. High school level, so we'll give that a stolen base. At the pro level, they might call that defensive indifference.
Now Attleboro brings the infield in all the way around. Again, I was saying on the last batter, I don't mind the defense playing a little bit further back on a turf. Gives the infielders a little bit more room. And now Tabor moves back, but the rest of the other 3 infielders stay in.
Yeah, Tabor, the second baseman. Pitches outside, gets away from Hawkwater, but he pounces on it quickly. And the runners stay at second and third.
So the ball gets to you a little bit quicker so you can show a little bit more range.
Yeah.
Unlike the dirt infields where everything just kind of dies, especially on a wet April grass field.
And for the second time this season, 1-0 or 2-0?
2-0.
2-0.
Dylan Harding.
D-I-L-L-O-N. High, ball 3. And when Dylan's name is spelled D-I-L-L-O-N, you know what that means. His parents are not a fan of folk music.
Warming up in Attleboro's bullpen, number 6, Parker Sackett.
I sang a Bob Dylan lyric on my show today. 3 people
sang it?
Yeah, 3 people texted in, Paul, don't sing. 3-0 to Dylan with runners on second and third. Harding looks at a strike, catches the low outside corner, 3-1. Again, our home plate umpire, Tom Chase. Played his high school ball at Diamond Regional. Brian Barry is the infield umpire from Algonquin Regional High School, class of '81.
Tabor moves in now.
High, ball 4, and we have bases loaded, nobody out. 2-0 North, and coming to the plate, Nick Kajoyan, an outstanding hockey player on their first line, had 35 points on the season to lead the team. He's playing second base today. Bases loaded, Kevin.
Yeah, nobody out, and top of the order on deck.
And that's the third walk issued by freshman Tyler Dunley.
Middle infielders move back to double play depth. Corners in.
Just missing low and outside, 1-0.
I think if I'm North Attleboro right now, and I don't like to do this too often because I'm an aggressive type of coach, but I would have them maybe take a strike because of the 3 walks early.
Yeah.
A little bit of put a little pressure on the freshman pitcher to deliver more than 1 strike. With that said, I'm sure he'll be swinging.
Yeah. Bates leading off third, Bannon off second. Pitch misses low, good heat on that. It's 2-0 to Nick Kajoyan. Hitters count, and again, Bates on third, Bannon on second, Harding on first. 2 runs are in, nobody out.
You don't say this too often in the second inning, but it's a make or break point of the game right now. It's 2-0 here in the second, but the base is full of North Attleboro people.
Takes something off it.
1.
Back to the pitcher,
2.
to home plate for 1, to first, throw is high, and good job by Block to come off the bag. Throw wasn't that high, but Block came off the bag because they weren't going to get the out at first, and he caught that ball charging towards the plate in case Bannon tried to come around and score. So the bases remain loaded, but now there's 1 out. Kajoyan at first on a fielder's choice. Out at the plate, 1-2 if you're scoring at home, was Bates.
You agree with Block's? I was actually blocked by.
Block did the right thing.
He did the right thing there. Good.
Left-handed batter, top of the order is Derek Masita, reached on a walk and was raced on a double play. Oh, a line shot to center field, base hit. 1 run is in. Quickly getting it in was George, and that time Derek Masita was penalized. He hit that ball too darn hard.
I almost thought George was going to go to second base. Because the runner on first had to hold up, and I'm not sure everyone's cuts were in place, so and I'm sure they were not thinking of going to second, but they may have had a play at second base.
That was an absolute frozen rope bullet. 1 hopper to the center fielder, George. So it's now 3-0 North. Scoring was, don't tell me, Bannon.
Bases still loaded. Curveball low.
To DiMatteo, ball 1. DiMatteo on a hit and run with Tabor, Attleboro's second baseman, going to cover the throw for the stolen base, and DiMatteo hit a shot up the middle, which normally would have been a base hit. But as Kevin said at the time, because of the hit and run, it was a double play.
Exactly. And I'm surprised Tabor's so far off the bag. I think I would shade DiMatteo a little bit more at the middle right now.
Yeah. Nice stop, Hawkwater. It is 2-0. So at first base is Masita. At second base, Kajoyan. And at third base, Harding.
Correct. With 1 out. Again, the corners are in, and the middle infielders are back at double play depth.
Wind kind of blowing towards the right field corner from the left field corner. Low again. Nice stop by Hawkwater. 3-0 to DiMatteo.
And I have a feeling if there's a walk here, Attleboro does have a lot of pitching. And I don't see Sackett warming up anymore. He might be ready to come in.
Park at Sackett. Dunley gets the sign. Bases loaded. 3-0 North. 1 out. Breaking ball called strike. Nice pitch. 3-0 breaking ball, Kevin.
Yeah. Did I spell that wrong? It's Parker.
Oh, Parker.
Parkett, sorry.
Okay, no, that means Puckawak Sports spelled it wrong.
Oh.
Thought that was an odd first name.
3-1 the count. Much important. Very important strike there.
Yeah. Dunley delivers. Low in the zone. And dribbler down third, as that was a changeup, I believe. DiMatteo was ahead of it. It rolls foul. Full count. 1 out. Bases stacked. 3-0 North. Top of the second.
DiMatteo said, I thought that was foul. I better run.
Yeah.
That didn't make go fair. And it ended up going foul down the third base line.
On these techno turf fields, you get fewer of those crazy bounces.
Yes.
But you never have to ask Tyler to hustle.
No. Very few football players you have to ask to hustle.
Outside, ball 4, so an RBI for DiMatteo on the walk. 4th of the game for the young freshman Tyler.
RBI
Dunley,
for,
yep.
and that's going to be it for Ty Dunley. 7, 14, 18, 20, 25, 30, 33. And he finishes the day at 44 pitches for Dunley.
Coming home to score is Hardy. Moving to 3rd is Kajoyan. To 2nd is Masita. DiMatteo down to 1st with the score 1-2-3-4, nothing North, and a new pitcher warming up. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
All right, welcome back. We're having a technical issue with the video feed right now, but the audio is still coming through. So that means people listening on WARA 1320 AM and WARAradio.com aren't missing a thing. Dave Angel will get this fixed quickly. Dave, yep.
I was going to say Parker Sackett has been an effective pitcher so far for Attleboro, thrown 2 1/3 innings in the game against Oliver Ames.
Okay.
He gave up 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA is 0, and he left 4 men on base. He came in relief and left the runners on base. So good for him. So.
And he's wearing Rico Petrocelli's old number 6.
So he can't be bad.
That's right, exactly. My first favorite baseball player when I was a Ute, Rico Petrocelli.
But they put Parker in a situation here.
Yeah.
4-0, bases loaded, 1 out, and only the 3, 4, 5 players in the order coming up.
This is the 9th batter of the inning, Danny Curran. He hit a shot, a 1-hopper to the 3rd baseman for Attleboro Del Pozo, his first time up for the 3rd out of the inning. Had 2 hits, 2 RBIs yesterday against Sharon in North's big win. Right-handed batters ready to go, bases stacked. In at the corners, shortstop and second at double play depth. Shot. That's going to be to the shortstop. Oh, it gets through into left field. 1 run is home. Here comes the throw home. 2 runs are in. Throw to 3rd, and that gets knocked down.
That wasn't going to be in time.
Right, that was knocked down by Pagano, I believe, covering 3rd. So we calling that an error or a base hit?
I think that's an error. I think he was in position to make the play.
So that's going to be E6.
E6.
So I know that Danny Curran's parents would probably disagree with you. You just took 2 RBIs away from the kid. But scoring on the play were Kajoyan and Masita. That's 6-0, right?
Yep. And DiMatteo went to 3rd, and on the throw to 3rd, Curran went to 2nd. There's a high pitch.
And DiMatteo slides home.
I heard it hit the fence. I'm going to assume it was high on a wild pitch.
That was wild pitch.
Okay.
So DiMatteo scores on the wild pitch.
Ball 1 to David Floyd,
who's hitting for the 2nd time this inning. He started it all off, reaching. Whoops, put that in the wrong place. Oh no, he started this all off with an infield hit. Stole 2nd, stole 3rd. Scored the 1st run of the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs in now for North. And they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits this inning.
Just 1 out, runner on 3rd to the number 4 hitter and pitcher, David Floyd.
So it's 1-0. Hawkwater goes out to talk to the pitcher Sackett. What year did you say Parker is?
I think he's a junior.
Oh, okay. And who's warming up now for the Bombardiers? Okay.
Try and get a number on that.
Floyd, great classic stance. Pitch was inside. What kind of pitch was that, Kevin?
I think it was just a fastball. It
Fastball,
wasn't-
okay.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0. I wanted to say that was number 11 warming up, but it's not. So I'm not sure who's warming up right now for Attleboro.
Taking a little bit off that pitch, and Floyd got all of it, but pulls it foul down the third base line. That was never more than 8 feet off the ground.
No, that was a crushed foul.
Yep.
Danny Curran and Coach Hart were the ones that
Yes, at risk.
the ball was going after on that one.
Curran at third base, Coach Hart, the third base coach. Parker second in the stretch. Breaking ball, nice stop. Hawkwater, as that was low. 3-1 to Floyd.
We got a quick softball update if I can
Yep.
find it here for you. North strikes out the side. Bottom of the third, 0-0 after 3.
Boy, I'll tell you one thing baseball umpires are jealous of in just a second. Fastball fouled up sky high, and that's going to get out of play on the third base side where Attleboro's dugout is. 3-2. Softball umpires and baseball umpires are paid the same. And softball games take about half as long.
Yes, they do. David Floyd swinging some high heat there. If he had to do it all over again, I think he might have taken that one for ball 4.
Yeah.
Infield in all around for Attleboro.
Fastball. That's sky high towards left field. In comes
Setting up the
Hegarty.
tag.
Hegarty makes the catch and is too shallow for the tag off of third base. And who's at third now?
That's number 11, Del Pazzo. Yeah,
okay.
I'm not sure what the number is.
No, the runner, Danny Curran's the
Oh,
third.
Danny
I'm sorry.
Curran. Oh,
Okay, so that goes as a, if you're scoring at home, second out of the inning, F7.
and who's on first? I don't know who's on third.
All right, Weisenheimer. Gavin Wells. Outstanding slot back, defensive back on the football team, forward on the basketball team, captain on the baseball team. He's playing first base. He walked, stole a base, and scored earlier this inning, which started about 2.5 hours ago. Sack it to the stretch. A high pitch, but swinging anyway as Wells blasts it to right center. Johnson, the right fielder, will take it deep, makes the catch for the third out. So Sackett comes in and doesn't throw as hard as the starter, Dunley, but used good location, got out of the inning.
Got out of the inning, limited the damage. It's got out of the inning.
Yes.
With 7 runs, however.
7 runs on 4 hits, 1 runner left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the second. North 7, Attleboro nothing on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Turf Fields here in Attleboro, the brand new Techno Turf, which will be playing on until the new baseball and softball fields are constructed, where the old high school currently stands. So that second inning for North, 7 runs scored. We had it on 4 hits. Kevin and I called 5 of the 7 runs earned.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Okay, and they're all charged to Dunley.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right, so bottom of the second, trailing by 7 for Attleboro. It's the number 6 batter, Hagen Hegarty, a 3-sport athlete. I had my head down, Kevin. What was the first pitch?
Fastball low.
Okay. Flood pitching for North. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, 1-1 to Hayden.
Floyd working quickly as well.
Yeah.
You look down at your notes and there goes the mitt popping.
Yeah. Change up again. That's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Major League color commentators, Kevin, can give soliloquies between pitches. At the high school level, where they play at a quick pace as God intends, you got to squeeze your words in.
Everyone knows I like to talk, too.
Fastball, call strike 3 in the inside corner, and I think home plate umpire Chase got that one right.
Yeah, I agree. First looking strikeout of the game for either team. Just the second strikeout of the game as well.
This brings up Jamie Block, the senior first baseman. What do we got on Jamie?
I'll be going to UMaine Farmington. He's a crafty lefty. That's a code for doesn't throw 88. No, he's got real good control on his pitches. A good lefty. Got a nice little, what they call a sneaky fastball when he pitches.
Fouls that off right, and my one of my best friends, someone I played Little League, Pony League, and Senior Babe Ruth with, Matt Marcy, has a curveball that's lofted into left field.
Trouble.
Shortstop goes out, and it falls as it falls between Ben and the shortstop, and the left fielder Bates sliding into second just ahead of the throw is Block. A hustle play.
A hustle double. He was going backwards, and he fell backwards.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it hit Bannon's glove.
Couldn't tell there. I know he fell backwards, and then.
To be honest, I think the play there was to let the left fielder Bates take it. Well, I think Danny Curran's parents are going to complain if we call that a double.
But we'll, E6 or
no, we'll call that a double.
Okay.
So that's there goes the no-hitter for Floyd. So now his parents are upset with us.
We may have to revisit that one.
Yeah, really. No, but I was going to say that Block throws left, bats right.
Just like me.
Really?
Yeah.
And my buddy Matt Marcy, whose son Justin was even a better player than Matt was, and he throws left and bats right. And you think the father would have straightened that out. Ball is fouled off to the right by Peter Del Pazzo, the third baseman. What do we got for a count, Kevin?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Okay. Rats, that's what I had.
Jamie plays first base like I did. The difference here is Jamie could throw about 10 to 15 miles an hour a fastball faster than I ever could.
1-1 to Del Pazzo, the right-handed batting third baseman. Flood comes to the stretch. Heater fouled back into the parking lot behind us. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 7-0 North Attleboro. We're in the bottom of the second inning, and we're still working to try to get the picture back on the YouTube channel. Audio's coming through loud and clear. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Flood. That had a little wrinkle at the end, Kevin.
Yeah, he had it kind of waving at strike 3 there instead of being set and taking a real good hack at it. So if it had a little bit of movement on it at the end that he wasn't expecting.
Third strikeout of the game for Flood against no walks, although he has hit 2 batters. Aiden Hawkwater is up, the number 9 batter, wearing number 9. He's the catcher, junior.
They like how Aiden calls a game. It's a real good mind for the game of baseball.
Pitch is low, and I like how Coach Dunley allows his catcher to call the pitches. A lot of schools, the coach calls the pitches. It drives me nuts.
And it seems as if Coach Hart is letting his catcher call the game as well.
Oh, Tyler DiMatteo, really? Fastball is fouled off to the right. Count is 1-1 to Aiden. No, sports were invented for players, not coaches. And I don't like it when you have some 50-year-old coach matching wits with a 16 or 17-year-old high school kid.
Yeah. I agree. I like the catchers because I think we'll talk about this in a second.
Fastball, ground ball. Frangie far to his right is the first baseman Wells, who knocks it down. Oh, and then the throw gets by. The pitcher covering first, scoring from second is Jamie Block. That would have got a call an error, I think, Kevin.
E3 as he's going to his right, and it deflected. It almost became. Did it go off the pitchers? No, it almost became a 3-4-1 out.
Yes.
You could almost make the argument that it was 2 errors on the play on the first baseman.
And then on the throw by the second baseman. But I think
E3 for sure.
Yeah, And then E4 for the run coming home.
Yeah, because I don't think the run scores without that throw. We do have a pinch runner right now. I think I saw it. What number?
Number 1.
Okay, so that is Ben Hawkwater. Ben's, they're playing everybody at the beginning of the year. So Ben, a lot of times you can see in right field for Attleboro. Danny Johnson got the nod today.
Curveball, call strike to the leadoff hitter Nate George, who flew out to right field his first time up.
So no RBI for Aiden Hawkwater on that,
Right.
but Jamie Block does come around the score, making the score 7-1.
Fastball, fouled back. Ooh.
And with the video not working, we should give our scores more.
Yes, exactly. It's 0-2 to Nate George, and Nate knows he just missed that one.
That's always the toughest feeling. So one you just missed, and now it's 0-2.
Yes. 2 outs, runner on second base. 7-1 North. Popped up.
Right after the high one.
8 miles high. Wells makes the catch at first, and that ends the inning.
In foul territory.
Yep. So for the Bombardiers, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base after 2 complete. North Attleboro 7, Attleboro 1. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Oh, he would have been before you. He was early 80s. But that's who my sister, who was the captain, they're dating now. Well, I apologize for the dead air, but I was talking Rhode Island sports with an alumnus over there.
Of course you were.
Never heard of my little sister or her boyfriend, Joe Gallagher, who started at second base for the Rams. All right, we are getting ready for the top of the third. 7-1 North Attleboro. And they'll be leading off the number 3 hitter, Christian Bates. Bates had a double to knock in 2 runs, the first 2 of the game for North, the first 2 of that 7-run second inning.
Yeah, he pulled that right, I won't say right down the line, he pulled it as a lefty. I think he's a lefty, right? No, he's a righty. He went on the opposite field and he shot it over the right fielder's head.
Oh, it was a bomb.
Over Danny Johnson's head. Now he had trouble getting, I don't know what they used to call it a donut. I don't know what those weights are now on the bat, but he had to bang it 5 times before he got it off.
Don't know my own strength.
That's always a fun one to watch. Try to watch the batters get the weights off the bat.
So for North, it'll be their 6, 7, 8 batters. Bates, Bannon, and Harding.
That's correct.
Thank you. For those who don't know, the first time Kevin and I worked together, I think it was a playoff game in 2014 or 15.
It may have even been 16.
Okay.
16.
And I asked Matt Bosch if someone could fill in for my brother Mike as color commentator on baseball. Your sons kept their mouths shut. Other players said, what about Matt Callahan's dad?
It was Will Cotter that got me into this. He likes to talk, said Will.
Sackett high and inside to Christian Bates. Again, a 2-run double in the first inning. And I know I mentioned this his first time up. Some have an intense look at the batter's box. He's got a very confident look in his face. I'm just waiting him to say, throw it and duck, kid. Just misses high, 2-0.
Quick update. I'll try to say this soft so the umpire doesn't hear me. Top of the 5th, over at the softball game, 1-0 Attleboro.
Ooh. 2-0 pitch to Christian Bates. Low fastball, sits to the third baseman, Del Pozo. Throw across the diamond in time. 5-3 if you're scoring at home. One up, one down.
Why wouldn't you be scoring?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Kevin and I were doing a playoff game. Your first game working with me. First day we met.
Yes.
Over at Braintree High School. And I said something in the first inning, and I hear Kevin. A little bit later in the inning, I said something else, and I hear Kevin. When it happened a third time, I said, Kevin, if I say something wrong, you can't correct me.
Thank God.
Yeah. Curveball, strike, nice pitch by Sackett. And Kevin's been correcting me, and, well, we've enjoyed working together ever since.
Once you get that little taste of freedom, it's
Yeah,
like,
right. That's 2 strikes, Paul. Fastball catches the outside edge. Those are 2 of the best pitches that Parker Sackett has thrown tonight.
Yeah.
And that's Tyler Bannon's luck to see them.
Yeah, he took a little something off the first one, had him fooled, and then kind of fooled him with a fastball.
Yeah.
Low and maybe a little bit in.
Slow breaking ball hit to the shortstop. Scooped up, going to his left. Pagano across the diamond in time. Nice play, Pagano. That gets a star. So Bannon 6-3 for the second out.
Real nice range by Pagano, getting his first varsity start, ranging to his left, coming up, making the throw. Block with a nice job at first base.
Yep.
Could kind of like read the turf hop,
Right.
scoop it out, and just get the hustling Bannon down the line.
So Bannon, his first time up, had an infield hit to shortstop for an RBI, stole a base and scored a run. That time he blasted the ball to shortstop, and that was the out. Funny game, baseball.
Yep.
Dylan Harding is up. He walked and scored. Looks at strike 1 on the outside corner, and boy, that's at least the third pitch this inning that Sackett has caught that outside edge.
And the Attleboro bench woke up on that called strike.
Yeah. Painting the black.
Rolling Stones?
I see the home plate, and I want it painted black. Low, ball 1, 1-1.
So that's twice you sang on the air today, then,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Once during my show, pontificating with Paul and the proletariat, 9 till noon, Monday through Friday, because nobody else wanted that time slot. When the show's good, it's very, very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel, but it's never average. Missing on the outside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike to Dylan Harding.
That didn't miss by much. Was outside, I
Yeah.
believe, though.
Yeah. Del Pozo at third, Pagano at short, Tabor at second, Block at first. High fastball.
Another 8 mile high.
Really way up in the air. Calling for it is Del Pozo. The wind takes
Yeah.
it closer to shortstop, but Del Pozo makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down, and boy, did the Bombardiers need that.
Yeah, they did.
We head to the bottom of the third. North Attleboro 7, Attleboro 1 on WARA and AACS.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
You're listening to WARA 1320 AM Attleboro.
And we'll throw this in here for Kevin.
I don't like that kind of talk. Now just stop it. It upsets me.
I don't know why that cracks me up every single time. I actually thought that was one of your callers.
No,
No, but you're not sure who.
No,
it is,
I know.
right?
We learned who it's from.
Oh, who is it?
Carol and I, we're just watching season 1 of The Sopranos now.
Yeah.
Because we're hip, we're cool, we're with it. And it only came out in 1998. And you know where that's from? That's Tony Soprano's mother.
Oh, really?
From season 1, episode 12. We had to hit pause on the DVD player. I cracked up so hard when she said it. One of our listeners on the show thought it was Gene Stapleton from All in the Family.
Mr. DiMatteo stopped by to say hello.
Oh, excellent. We are heading to the bottom of the third, 7-1 North Attleboro. Attleboro will send up their 2-3-4 hitters, Pagano, Tabor, and Christian Dane. Dave Flood on the mound, his 3rd inning of work, and he looks good for North Attleboro, which means Keene State's lucky to have him. Swing and a miss, strike one. Any idea what kind of pitch that was? My head was down.
Fastball in, kind of jam Pagano, swing and strike, 0-1. And I'd like to commend you on almost finishing the 20th century and entering the 21st century.
Thank you.
Soon you'll be done with the flip phone.
I'm still using my. Oh, beautiful curveball by Flood. Pagano just a bit ahead of it, 0-2. Hey, we watched The Wire. That was on from 2002 to 2008. Come on.
All right.
Hey.
Goosebumps, yeah.
Low fastball, nice stop to Mario, the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pagano's first time up, he was hit by a pitch and then taken out on a fielder's choice at third base later in the bottom of the first.
Johnny, another pitcher for Attleboro.
Swing and a miss, and that looked like a slider from Flood. That's the second time we've seen that pitch. It's a late break, Kevin.
It's a late break, but it's got some pop on it, too.
Yeah.
So it's got movement and some quick speed. Not as fast as his regular fastball, but it's still got some good movement on it.
His 4th strikeout, no walks. He has hit a couple batters. Owen Tabor is up, the second baseman. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Ball low and in. And for those who joined us late, after recording Nate George, the leadoff hitter for Attleboro, Floyd hit the 2 and 3 batters and then tell him what Coach Hart's advice was.
Would you just stick with the fastballs? 2 seams and 4 seams.
Yep.
And it makes sense. You want almost all pitchers. You have to establish your strike.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not the fastball. 9 times out of 10 it is.
2 balls and 1 strike for Owen Tabor. There's that pitch that I think is of the slider variety with that late break. David Floyd, outstanding soccer goaltender, may try to play 2 sports at Keene State. Foul down the third base line.
Scooped up by
Effortlessly
Pagano.
fielded by his father. Oh, no, that was the last batter, sorry.
You weren't supposed to give that secret out.
Sorry. Well, it's so rare that Pagano makes a clean play in the third base coaching box. He's no Eddie Popowski down there, folks. Ask your great-grandparents. Take something off that, high in the zone, foul tip the second time today. DiMatteo has made the catch on a foul tip. 5th strikeout for David Floyd. I'm starting to think the kid can pitch a little.
Yeah, he's a good pitcher. Like you said, Keene State he's going to, and it'll be a good one. Good mound presence.
Christian Dane is up, reached on a fielder's choice on a 2-2 pitch. Fouls that pitch off. That was on the low outside part of the strike zone. 0-1.
And Floyd's faced 13 batters now with 9 first pitch strikes.
Wow.
Makes a difference.
Inside on a breaking ball, 1-1 to Christian Dane. Footballer, hoopster, and baseball player. It's so good to see the multi-sport athlete coming back to high school.
Absolutely.
We had a couple decades there where specialization was everything. Hit hard to the third baseman, Harding. Ooh! And Harding went up. Started to throw the ball towards first base, and that's when he realized the ball wasn't in his glove. That's the 3rd error of the day for North.
Yeah, that he just came out. So I don't think he thought he dropped it because it hit his glove.
Yeah.
And he came up and he was shocked that the ball wasn't there, and it kind of five-holed him.
Yeah.
So Christian Dane reaches on an error. It's twice he's gotten on base, once by fielder's choice, once by error. It brings up Danny Johnson, the right fielder. Struck out back in the first inning.
7-1 North. Bottom of the 3rd. Called strike, top of the zone to the left-hand hitting Johnson.
Danny's now seen 4 strikes.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you throw me one out of the zone?
Danny, 5 hits in a playoff game last year. Ooh, curveball. Beautiful pitch by Floyd. Well,
Danny helped him out on that one. That was on inside, kind of fooled in the dirt. Nice play by DiMatteo, not allowing Dame to advance.
Boy, DiMatteo's a hell of a catcher. But that was the 12-6 curve there.
Yeah.
Quick throw to first base. That gets by the first baseman. Heading down to second is Dane. And he's there in time. That's the 4th error today on North.
You had a better angle on it than I did.
I'm going to go, that's E1.
E1, okay.
Yeah. And I think the ball actually might have hit Dane's back or helmet, which is a tough break. But
so runner on second, 2 outs for Johnson.
fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the good news is for North fans is they have a 7-1 lead, and the better news for Coach Hart, he's got something to coach tomorrow.
Yes, exactly.
Little work on the defense.
Dane with a very healthy lead at second base. Should be able to score on any ball hit to the outfield.
Curveball low in the zone, hit towards the second baseman, Kajoyan. Over to first base, Wells, and that ends the inning, 4-3 if you're scoring at home. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base for the Fighting Bombardiers after 3 complete. North 7, Attleboro 1 on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family?
Very good, Fonzie.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Turf Field here in Attleboro, Massachusetts. This big rivalry game. The 2-0 North Attleboro Fighting Red Rocketeers with a 7-1 lead over the 0-2 Attleboro Fighting Blue Bombardiers.
And just a quick softball update, or top of the 6th inning over at the other Drummond Street Field. It's 1-0 Attleboro, top of the 6th.
And we're just entering the top of the 4th.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's the bottom of the 6th.
Jeez. When I became a baseball umpire, I'm telling you, that was such a surprise to me that first year. We're in the 4th inning, and I see the softball umpires walking to their car. Wait, what the?
Well, what's funny is the JV games, the varsity games are scheduled for 3:45 or 3:30. The JV games right after at 5:15 or 5, depending. It's an hour and a half. They schedule start time.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you don't think about that for baseball.
Nick Kajoyan steps into the box for North Attleboro. I'm pretty sure he was the leading scorer on the hockey team, if not second leading scorer. 35 points on the season for North. Swings at the first pitch, an off-speed offering, popped up.
They're all calling for it.
Pagano called for it, the shortstop. Then Del Pazzo, the third baseman, called for it. And then Tabor, who must be the loudest of the three, finally called it. And and Tabor made the catch, but with the wind blowing basically from third base towards first base.
Yeah.
So the wind.
You give way to the senior.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm sure Mrs. Tabor thinking it's no surprise to me Owen was the loudest. This brings up the top of the order. And Derek Masita's first pitch swinging, blasts it down to the first baseman, Block, who makes the play in the second hop and steps on the bag. 3 unassisted, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Kajoyan's first time up, he reached on a first fielder's choice and scored a run. Masita walked, was erased on a fielder's choice, and then he had an RBI single in the second to center field and scored.
There you go. Got it all in. Parker Sackett, we mentioned Attleboro pitching staff was first pitch strike on the season was at 32%.
Yep.
Parker Sackett's at 6 for 8, 75% right now.
Wow.
So that's what you're looking for.
Curveball high to Tyler DiMatteo. And I'm an Attleboro broadcaster, an Attleboro fan, but it breaks my heart that I'm not going to be able to call any games with the DiMatteo in him next year.
Not that you always know he's in the game.
All right. That was his freshman year, for crying out loud. He was only the MVP. Oh, called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. That's our first call of the game.
Not bad for the 4th inning.
That's right. When Tyler came in as a freshman at halftime.
It was only Thanksgiving.
Hey, he wasn't in the program. And everyone at the field, ball outside to Tyler, high and outside, 2-1. We assume the starting quarterback had his jersey torn, Pente, and changed his jersey. Of course, we didn't notice that DiMatteo throws with his left hand, Pente with his right. That one is low, 3-1 to DiMatteo.
No, DiMatteo can't throw with his left hand. He's a right-handed catcher. He's a right-handed batter.
Isn't he a left-handed thrower?
No, he's a right-handed. He's a
Okay.
right-handed. Well, we'll check next.
Anyway,
inning.
his first varsity pass came on Thanksgiving Day as a freshman, 85-yard touchdown. Another pop-up to the right side. We're blocked by the fans. And judging
People are
by
clapping.
the reaction, he made the catch.
Umpire confirms. Thank you.
Who caught that? Thank you. First baseman caught that. Everyone here saw that but us. Just like in Tyler's freshman year, everyone at Tozer Cassidy Field except me knew he was a quarterback. Wow.
First baseman Jamie Block in on that as well.
So a foul out to third. So 3 up, 3 down. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last 8 North batters retired in a row. Of course, that was after they built the 7-0 lead. It's now 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Bristol Glass, one in Attleboro, has supported local high schools. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
That was my kazoo sound effect. Welcome back. I'm Paul. Whoops, I'm too loud. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Peter Bray running our graphics, Dave Angel in charge of technical stuff, and Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. And we still don't have the video, right, on WACS?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think we do.
I haven't heard.
So we're on WARA 1310 in Attleboro, WARAradio.com, and the audio anyway, at least on AACS 15 and AACS YouTube channel.
Parker Sackett is a senior. I think I called him a junior
Yeah, we did.
erroneously earlier. He's a senior.
And since he has come in, whoops.
Have to give a shout out really quick. Mark LaFontaine listening. Eric Meyer listening.
Yes.
Even though he's rooting, not Eric, Brian Hamilton, even though he's rooting for North Attleboro. Not everyone's perfect, but he's a good guy. Is listening. We know Papa Hool's listening. It's sunny, 73 degrees, St. Augustine, Florida.
Ooh. Foul to Hagen Hegarty, bounces back to the pitcher, Floyd. Floyd throws to first base. And that's one pitch. Boy, we've had a lot of that the last few batters.
Yeah.
One pitch, first out of the inning. Hagen struck out looking his first time up, and I love Hayden again. We mentioned Gavin Wells after the football season. When we saw the first basketball game between Attleboro and North, we thought Hagerty and Wells were both a lot huskier because they play bigger on the football field. Is this a new? Oh. And now up is Jamie Block.
Who has a double.
Yes,
I think.
a double and scored. And we think that was a double. It was, and there's a swinging bunt in front of the plate. DiMatteo quickly behind the plate fires a bullet to first. Okay, DiMatteo can play catcher for my team any day. 2-3 if you're scoring at home. 2 up, 2 down on 2 pitches for David Flood. And Steve Dunley thinks that might have been a foul, but that was not.
From our angle, it didn't look like it.
Oh, I said 13-10. It's 13-20. 13-10's my old employer. That's up in Worcester. I was part of the last English-speaking staff on 1310 WORC in Worcester. The first station in America east of the Mississippi to play the Beatles. Huh. No, you're listening to 1320 WARA, a completely different station. Foul back to Peter Del Pazzo, the third baseman, struck out swinging in the second inning. What year is Peter? Is he sophomore? Del Pazzo?
Hold on, let me pull that one out.
How many things do you have on that phone there?
I'm getting updates from different people, and
Curveball just misses outside.
DePazzo's a junior.
1-1. That was the first.
It's the top of the 7th in softball, and it's 2-0 Attleboro.
Wow. Fastball blasted to left field, but foul. That reminds me of me. The farthest I ever hit a baseball in my life was in Shrewsbury. I hit it deep into the woods, about 10 feet foul. And I was so confident. The next pitch comes in low and outside. I figured, I'll just foul this off to the right, get for the next pitch. Yeah, right to the first baseman. Darn. That was the last time I was ever confident in a batter's box. Fastball drilled down to the third baseman. Harding fields it. Oh, a bullet across the diamond to Wells. 5-3. 3 up, 3 down, and after 4 complete, North Attleboro 7 runs on 4 hits. 1 runner left on base. Attleboro 1 run on 1 hit. 2 runners left on base. 7-1 Rocketeers.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
I'm always the last to know. The video's back on our AACS YouTube channel and AACS Channel 15 feed.
Welcome back.
I'm Paul Healy, along with Kevin Callahan. Excuse me, yes. I just belched on the air. Rats. Go ahead, Kevin. Tell the listeners what I had for lunch.
The wind picked up.
Pulled pork sandwich at Chubb's Blue Pig Barbecue. Wow. Guess what the next release will be.
And if you want to do an internship and learn from the best.
When is it appropriate to belch on the air? That would be never. We're heading to the top of the 5th. 7-1 North. Danny Curran is up. Had 2 hits, 2 RBIs yesterday in their victory over Sharon. You know, it can turn off your mic if you want to continue laughing. Right. Today, he's lined out to third and reached on an E6. Curveball up high, fouled off, and Danny watched that one back. That was about a foot high. 0-1.
Parker Sackett continues to get ahead of the hitters. 7 out of 10 first pitch strikes. Parker doing a nice job in relief of Tyler Dunley.
He came in, first batter he reached on an E6, and he's retired 8 straight since then. 0-1 to Danny Curran, one of their captains. Just misses the outside corner. Hawkwater wanted that one, 1-1.
It's one of the few, if there's been a negative to North Attleboro's approach at the plate today, is they have gone for the high pitches.
Yeah.
It's one of the few high ones that they've laid off.
Parker Sackett to the stretch. A little bit low, nice stop. Hawkwater, 2 balls, 1 strike to Danny Curran, the right fielder. Also a pitcher. Looking at North's roster, like 3/4 of the roster are listed as pitcher / then a position.
It's going to be a tough one.
Slow grounder. That's an infield hit.
Yeah.
First hit that Sackett has allowed.
And that was hit, if you listen to radio, that was hitting that dead zone between going up the third base line, but on the grass area.
Yep.
Third base was not playing shallow. Sackett fielded it kind of near the grass dirt line. By the time he got there, he fired the first. It was just too late.
Fifth hit of the game for North. They have 7 runs. This brings up David Floyd, the pitcher, the cleanup hitter. He's got an infield hit for an RBI and 2 stolen bases, and he's also flown out to left. Sackett from the stretch. Inside on the heater, 1-0 to David Floyd. Where's number 11?
Danny Curran's very fast. Look for him to take off in this situation. Yep. North Attleboro probably wants to put some more runs on, put some pressure on Attleboro's defense.
Here goes Curran, pitches high, Hockwater fires down, face first slide, stolen base for Danny Curran. And Kevin, when you said Danny was fast, you were not lying.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The only surprise is that he didn't go on the first pitch.
Yeah. So here comes Steve Dunley to talk to his pitcher, Parker Sackett. That's 2-0 to Floyd, right?
Yes, 2-0.
Thank you. And who's this talking to the home plate umpire?
That's John Hockwater.
Okay.
Aiden's father, Ben's uncle. Uncle Ben. No, it works the other way.
And and then Bree Hockwater Bracken, the girls' basketball coach.
That's his daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of sports in that family.
Oh, yeah.
And his brother, Jeff Hockwater, I think also plays some college baseball as well.
Wow. All right, so David Floyd is up 2-0 count. He's 1 for 2 in the day with an RBI.
Pagano holding Curran close to second base.
Pagano the shortstop. 7-1 North. Top of the 5th. Inside, 3-0 to David Floyd.
Just missing on these inside pitches, but I believe they're the right call.
Yeah. No, we've only seen Attleboro's catcher Hockwater look frustrated at 1 call, and same with DiMatteo.
Yeah. No, he's called a nice game behind the plate.
Which you never want to say in just the 5th inning. It's too early. But yes, both Chase behind the plate and Barry on the bases has done well. Ball 4, and it gets away from Hockwater.
I think that was a pass ball.
Yeah, I agree with you. Moving to third base is Curran, and to first base on the base on balls is David Floyd, and I think Parker might be getting a little bit fatigued, as Parker just looked over to the bullpen area.
I can't catch the number of who's warming up down there in the bullpen area.
Number 3's catching him.
All right, we'll give him a shout out. That would be Cooper Johnson, the other catcher on the team.
And he's glad he's wearing a cup there on that
Cooper
stop.
Cup,
wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. This brings up Gavin Wells, another captain.
Sure, Floyd will be going on this pitch. First and third, nobody out.
Timeout. Gavin has walked in the 2nd inning, stole second base and scored, and then flew out to right in the 3rd inning. 3-sport player.
And other than the jam that Sackett inherited, this is the first jam that he's created for himself as a pitcher.
Runners at 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Top of the 5th, runner at 1st is going as the pitch goes right over the head of Wells. Ball 1. Stolen base for Floyd. Is that still? Yeah, that is Floyd. No courtesy runner. I love this. He's the pitcher. He's the cleanup hitter. I don't need no stinking courtesy runner.
I like the idea of the runner, though, because it keeps the parents quiet because their kid can get into the game.
Yeah.
Ooh, going for the high
Again,
heat.
going for the high heater. Grounder to the second base, looks to the plate as the run scores, tosses it to first base. So the out is recorded at first. Wells is out 4-3 for the first out, but he gets an RBI as trotting home was Danny Curran.
It was hit slowly enough that second baseman Tabor and Curran was running on contact.
Yep.
Probably the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah.
And Tabor looked to go home, made the obviously smart choice as Curran scored standing and got the out at first. Advancing the third, like you said, David Floyd. So 1 out, runner on third, 8-1 now. North Attleboro leads with Christian Bates up.
And Bates had an 2 RBI double in the 2nd inning and was thrown out at home on a fielder's choice. High ball 1. That was the 2nd inning, and he ground out hit a shot to the shortstop. A great play by Pagano to erase him in the third inning. 1-0. Whoops.
Was it?
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Del Pazzo.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
third.
Third base. It was Bannon who was robbed by Pagano.
Infield in with 1 out.
That pitch in on his fists, fouled off towards the parking lot. Oh, right between two cars. Thing of beauty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Was it last year or 2 years ago you had your windshield cracked at one of the softball games we were covering?
That was last year over at Drummond Field.
Thank you. Bristol Glass, one of our sponsors, by the way. Parker Sackett, stretch, runners, infield's in. Swing and a miss. What kind of pitch was that?
I don't know. It was maybe a slider. It had some sort of movement. A
Yeah.
little up, and we've seen North go for the high pitches a bit.
1-2 to Christian Bates. As Sackett has cruised up until these last 3 batters, now they're making him work.
It might be Ben Hawkwater that was warming up.
Okay. Another breaking ball stays outside. 2-2.
2-2. That didn't miss by much. I'm sure Coach Dunley would like Sackett to get out of this inning himself, and then if they're going to bring in a reliever, let him start fresh next inning.
Yeah. Runners on second and third, 1 out, 8-1 North. Pitch is low, fouled back off the catcher and the umpire. Hawkwater gets up limping. The umpire had the clicker knocked out of his hand. That foul ball by Bates did a lot of damage. It's 2-2.
Is Hawkwater holding his hand or no, his leg?
Yeah.
So off his inner thigh?
It went off his inner thigh and then off the left hand to the umpire. That's where the clicker usually, no, right hand with the clicker usually is.
He's a catcher. He has to be.
Yeah,
okay,
really.
right?
Exactly. And the North players started clapping for Hawkwater, and then the Attleboro players joined in. Good sportsmanship between these two teams. And again, I mentioned the base umpire, Brian Barry. He's a 1981 graduate of my high school rival, the Algonquin Regional Tomahawks.
Matt Bosch listening, and I agree with Matt Bosch. You see what he had to say there?
No.
Oh, it's well, it says tell Paul he's lucky Kevin Callahan's there to carry him through the
Oh,
broadcast.
funny. If that wasn't true, I'd be offended. I'll finish the comment on rivalries in a second. Everyone's okay. 2-2 count to Bates. High fastball, third baseman fields it, looks home, goes across the diamond to first. Del Pazzo to block, and scoring from third base is David Floyd. It's 9-1.
What's funny about the last 2 outs, they weren't hit hard enough to get the runner at the plate. Both times the infield was in, and Attleboro just could not go home with it.
Yep.
It would have been too late and a wasted throw, and the rally would still be happening right now. So there was soft hit balls, again going for the high pitch there.
Yes, right.
Gets the RBI in the run in.
That's right.
So 2 outs, nobody on right now.
So 2 RBIs. There's a nice curveball to Tyler Bannon, and Bannon had an infield hit for stole a base and scored in the second inning and was robbed by Attleboro shortstop Pagano in the third. 0-1 to Tyler.
0-1.
Oh, there's a smash to left field if it stays fair, and it does.
It's off the
Off
fence.
the fence on 1 hop, and Bannon cruises into second base because he hit the ball too darn hard to get a triple. Wow. That had some oomph on it, Kevin.
I thought I had a chance of going out. Then I actually thought it was going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. I was surprised that it took the 1 hop into the fence.
Yeah.
But that was a line shot. It hooked. Thought for a moment it might have kept hooking to go foul. That did not happen. Fair by at least 10 feet.
6th hit of the game for North. They have 9 runs now on 6 hits. So runner on second, and up comes Dylan Harding, who's walked and scored and popped out to third. Sackett from the stretch. Big lead by Bannon. As they made it to the Division III Super Bowl. North Attleboro, where they were knocked off by Marblehead, the Magicians. And Bannon played so well in that game, offensively and defensively.
Middle infielders are keeping Bannon close at second.
Big lead, strike outside corner. 1-0 to 0-1 to Dylan Harding.
Yeah, Bannon was kind of hanging close to the bag, and then as soon as Pagano and Tabor left, he jumped out to a big lead and a real good secondary.
Yeah.
Looking to score on anything hitting the outfield.
Now Tabor, the second baseman, checks. Parker Sackett turns. Nope. Just to finish my thought on rivalries, when I was in high school, Algonquin was our next town over where our base umpire Barry is from, and that was like playing against your brothers. That was a good, clean rivalry. Milford was the team we hated with a burning passion. There was a brawl during our football game as juniors. And this North Attleboro and Attleboro rivalry, it's more like the brother type.
Especially more so in baseball, because I think of the American Legion, where they combine over the summer to play with Bishop Fee players. So they really got to know each other, a lot of them that way. And then the many multiple sport athletes, they grew up playing with and against each other growing up as well on different teams.
Yep.
And everyone seems to hate Mansfield and Franklin on both teams. So.
Well, that's
going.
Throw is high. Hawkwater down, sliding in ahead of time is Bannon. Whoa, he's out.
He got him out.
Kevin with the call, you got it. And the third out, beautiful throw by Hawkwater, and it was the perfect pitch.
Yeah, it was a high curve.
fastball. Oh, high curve?
I thought it was a curve.
Okay, high curve. And Hawkwater caught it almost standing up.
Yeah, and he was able to throw really quick.
So 2-5 if you're scoring at home for the third out of the inning. 4 North, 2 more runs on 2 more hits, and with Bannon getting thrown out, nobody left on base. After 4.5 innings, North Attleboro 9, Attleboro 1 on WARA and AACS.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family?
I'm looking for a clue.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA. But yeah, finish the thought on rivalries. All of our games against Algonquin were like this game. Hard played but clean as a whistle. All of our games against Milford were chippy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what do you
get those rivalries? Quick update: we got a final over at the other Drummond Street softball game. 2-0. Attleboro beat North Attleboro in their rivalry game.
Wow.
And I want to say Lily Ruthier was the pitcher, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Wow. If not Ruthier, it was probably Perry, right?
Yeah, and Lindsay pitched the last game.
Yep. What's today?
So today's Friday.
Oh, so today's April 8th. It was April 6th where Haley Perry was going to get evaluated.
Except they moved the game from Wednesday to Tuesday, and because Wednesday was rained out, so today would have been her first game if she got in.
Okay.
And I can ask.
Whoops, going to flip my scoreboard over. Still in is David Floyd for North Attleboro as we head to the bottom of the 5th. He's allowed 1 run, none earned on 1 hit. Attleboro's left 4 on base. And I was looking at my scoreboard. What's the count?
2-0.
To Aiden Hawkwater, who reached on an error in the 2nd inning. Looks at ball low, 3-0. Floyd.
So Floyd comes into this inning with 57 pitches thrown through 4 innings, and was throwing first pitch strike at 65% ratio.
Wow.
Which we talked about is a strike, fastball strike right down the middle. Again, you want to see about 65, 66% you got on those first pitch strikes.
Yeah.
You have to work from ahead. And ball 4. Just his first walk of the game, if memory serves. I know he's hit 2 batters. I think maybe a little in, maybe a little up.
All right, it's his first walk of the game.
He has hit 2 batters, but his first walk and 5 strikeouts, I believe.
Yep, that's what I got.
4, 5.
Yep.
So we're gonna courtesy runner for Aiden Hawkwater. Coming in number 14, Brady McKenna. He is a sophomore, I believe. Played football as well.
Yep.
two-sport athletes.
Brody Mckenna, right?
Brody. What did I say? Brady Mckenna.
Oh, so
And
Cody McKenna.
Cole is the lacrosse player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So he's a junior.
I was confusing them
Yep.
yesterday because we covered the lacrosse game yesterday. Attleboro's 15-8 victory over. Oh wait, nice close pickoff throw, but sliding back in time.
Brody was leaning a little bit, trying to get his primary lead, and Floyd did a wise thing and throwing over, almost caught McKenna.
Yeah, Brody started last football season on the JV team, and by the third game was playing varsity. Oh, a shot and a diving catch by the third baseman across the diamond for a double play. And look at how psyched Harding is.
Yeah.
That was a beauty, a line shot from Nate George, diving to his left, parallel to the ground. Harding makes the catch, and you take over.
Oh, in a shame for Nate George, the hardest hit ball of the game for Attleboro. Thought for sure it was going to be a single, so did Brody McKenna. Thought that was going to be a hit as well. Froze on the line drive off of his secondary, could not get back to first fast enough.
So Pagano had our defensive play of the game, the Attleboro shortstop. Now the defensive play of the game belongs to Harding. Wow. And Johnny Pagano is up, looks at ball one.
Ball one.
Ball two inside. Boy, I might have to hug Floyd after the game. He works so quickly.
Can't get our stories in.
Okay, that's the downside. Low, 3-0. Whoops. That ball gets away from DiMatteo, but no harm, no foul. No one's on base. Swooping in to pick that ball up was Attleboro's
Tabor?
yeah, on deck batter, Owen Tabor.
Where's Owen? Owen's going to college next year to play ball, I believe. At
UMass Dartmouth.
Okay.
We should go through that list in a second. Called strike. That's the second time on a 3-0 count we've seen a breaking ball for the first strike.
They throw that off speed. What can you throw for a strike for sure? And
Dunlea's done it once, and now Floyd has. That's fouled back to the netting, and suddenly it's a full count. Yeah, for Attleboro, Billy Saltmarsh is committed to UMass Dartmouth. Kelleher is heading to Stonehill,
which is now Division I.
Yeah. Tabor is heading to UMass Dartmouth, and Block is committed to UMaine Farmington.
Yes.
That ball is fouled off to the right. Oh, and that was headed towards a car, and a bush made the save. Hope the Bruins goaltender's that effective tonight. Count is full to Johnny Pagano. How many Paganos have played baseball here for for Attleboro?
Just two.
Okay.
Just two. Holds up and takes ball four low.
Yep. And second walk. So the first two walks issued by Floyd have come within the last three batters. But the bases are clear now.
Nope, run around first now.
I'm sorry, before that the bases were clear because of the double play. So 5 strikeouts, 2 walks for David Floyd, who's looked so impressive today. One of the captains of the soccer team, is a great goalie and might be a 2-sport athlete at Keene State. Of course, if he does that, that means he can't play fall baseball. Called strike.
Yes, called strike.
Owen Tabor has struck out swinging in the second inning, just his second at bat.
And hit by a pitch, right? Back in the first.
Oh, yes, good thinking. Low, nice stop DiMatteo, but the runner's going. Hard throw, backed up beautifully by the shortstop Bannon. Oh, no, it was the second baseman. He did make the catch. Okay.
You go stolen base or wild pitch?
I got a little wild pitch on that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Pagano did well there, and I know something that they've been preaching, dirt ball reads.
Yeah.
And as soon as he saw that ball go in the equivalent of a turf dirt, he took off a second, and that's why he was safe.
Swing and a miss, and Tabor knows that was up high. 1-2.
Tabor's eyes were into the pine trees over the left field fence while the ball was sitting in DiMatteo's glove. I think he really, really wanted that pitch. Some high heat there, and it's every level. It's tough to lay off. We do have a Red Sox update. They lost at 11 to the Yanks, 6-5. Ooh,
that drills him. And you can hear it hit the pad that he wears on his left arm and elbow. So 2 walks and 3 hit batters by Floyd today. Otherwise, he's been fabulous. Only allowed 1 hit, and that's by our scoring. We got to see if the North book has him for a no-hitter.
He's at 73 pitches, so you wonder, it's early in the season.
Yep.
They haven't been stretched out to, their 100 or so pitches. You start to get fatigued a little bit.
So it's 9-1 North here in the bottom of the 5th. Attleboro's got 2 runners on. Dane is up, hits the ball back to the pitcher, throws it to first base. First pitch swinging for Christian, 1-3 if you're scoring. And out on in a bases loaded first and second situation. Floyd gets out of it after 5 complete. Attleboro with 1 run on 1 hit. They've left 6 on base.
They haven't hit that inning? I don't think
1 run, no hits, you're right.
Yeah.
Overall in the entire game,
Yeah.
1 run on 1 hit,
Yeah.
6 runners left on base. North has 9 runs on 6 hits, just 1 runner left on base. I'm going to stop talking. 9-1 North Attleboro.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
All right, welcome back. We're getting ready for the top of the 6th inning. North Attleboro with a 9-1 lead. Kevin is dashing over to the Attleboro dugout where the official scorebook is. We want to find out if they have Chris Floyd throwing a no-hitter with 3 hits, batsmen, and 2 walks, or a 1-hitter. As the only hit we have for Attleboro was a pop fly by Jamie Block into shallow left field. North shortstop Tyler Bannon probably should have let the left fielder take the play as he was coming in towards the ball, but he reached, the ball went off his glove, and he fell back, so we scored that a double. Not sure if the official scorebook scored that an error or not, so we'll get that for you in just a second. Coming up for North, it'll be their 8, 9, and top of the order, so Dylan Harding, who's walked, scored a run, and popped out to third. He'll be followed by Nick Kajoyan, who reached on a fielder's choice in the second, popped out to second in the fourth. Oh, scored a run in the second, popped out to second base in the fourth. And did we mention he scored 35 points last hockey season. No longer at his playing weight, wheezing back to the scoring table. Hello, Kevin.
Hi.
Yeah. What'd they say?
It's a hit.
Okay, we got it.
Yep.
Yep. I think that's the right call, actually.
Yeah, he said there was a collision.
Yep.
You could argue, like we did.
Yep.
Left fielder maybe should have called them off, didn't, or whatever. It dropped in, and
Yep.
and he took second.
All right.
Yeah, so double.
So that's the only hit for Attleboro today. So what do we know about O'Hara in pitching for the Bombardiers?
I believe he's a sophomore as well. Coming in, let me see if he has. I'll look it up really quick.
Yeah.
I think this is his second pitching appearance on the year.
Okay. And he's going to face.
No, this is his first appearance.
Okay. No pressure.
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. No, it is his second.
Kevin, please leave the mistakes to me.
And he's given up a hit. He's faced 2 batters in one game. He's given up a hit and a walk.
Outside to the right-handed batting third baseman Dylan Harding, who made the defensive play of the game last inning.
He was left batting last inning too.
Oh, that's right.
Straight
Pops
up,
this
I think,
up.
somewhere.
Boy, this is the third one.
Fair catch.
The pitcher, O'Hara, called for it. Del Pazzo called him off, and the wind took that ball. He made that catch on the dead run closer to home plate.
And in fair territory, so it's huge that he caught it, because if not, he's probably standing, Harding's probably standing at second base.
This brings up Nick Kajoyan, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second. Popped up in the fourth to second base. Ball one high.
Thank you. Let's see.
Again, Attleboro beat the North Attleboro girls softball team 2-0. Off-speed pitch outside, 2-0 to Nick Kajoyan.
And Parker Sackett, 3 2/3, 60% first pitch strikes of his and threw 46 pitches in his 3 2/3. A nice outing for Parker Sackett.
2 runs charged against him. High on the curveball, 3-0 to Nick Kajoyan.
And my roster doesn't have the year for O'Hara. Let's see if and Haley Perry did not play today. In the softball.
Curveball, strike. Either that or he just took something off the fastball. 3-1.
You see more coaches give the green light though on 3-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're taking 5-6 miles off the fastball on 3-0. Especially when they get a lead. Hey, why not?
Outside, ball 4. So with 1 out, North has a 9-1 lead here in the top of the 6th and 1 runner on. Didn't we see Nick McMahon's brother?
Matt McMahon, yeah.
Didn't we see him hit a home run to left
Yeah,
with a 3-0 pitch?
It was like a was that the line drive?
Yes.
He hit 2.
Yeah.
He hit that line shot home run that just cleared the fence on the line, and then he also hit the bomb up high into
Exactly.
the trees.
He hit 1 moonshot and 1 laser beam for home runs. This brings up the top of the order, Derek Masita, the left-handed batting junior center fielder.
That hit him? Yep, that hit him.
Okay, so he's walked. He's had an RBI single to center field and scored in the second. Was out 3 unassisted in the fourth, and now hit by a pitch here in the top of the 6th.
So 1 out, and then Tyler DiMatteo now at the plate. As North Attleboro gets to the heart of their order, the 2-3-4 coming up. So they're checking now on O'Hara. Something maybe popped, or if he hurt himself. So this is, in my opinion, this is an injury visit right now, and not an official mound visit.
As the umpire is out there again,
he's looking at. I'm sorry, he's looking at his hand or possible wrist.
Our home plate umpire is Tom Chase, CHACE from Fall River, Diamond Regional, and Brian Barry, our base umpire from the formerly known as the Algonquin Tomahawks, one of the greatest nickname in the state. Now they're the Algonquin Titans. We were lamenting that. No, Redskins I get. Redskins was a slur. No one was ever called a Redskin as a compliment. That I get. Indians, chieftains, warriors, I just don't get it.
The warrior one really befuddles me. You aspire to be a warrior.
Yeah. And as I said to our Mayor Paul Hero when he was on my show, why back in my day, team nicknames were supposed to be intimidating.
Like the Marblehead Magicians?
Yeah, well, or the Auburn Dandies, who were so embarrassed by their name, they changed it to the Auburn Rockets in '84. Swing and a miss. This is number 19 up at the plate. Who's hitting? This is
oh, wow.
I've got it. Conrad is up.
Aiden Conrad, a junior, catcher first baseman, hitting for
Tyler
DiMatteo. I wonder if he's just going to hit, and then DiMatteo's going to go back in the catch.
We'll see.
Good catch there as he swings at a low one, 0-1. First and second, 1 out. Holding him tight at second base. Now Johnny Pagano leaves him.
Okay. High. Kevin.
1-1. And another player at North Attleboro, good size.
Yeah, really.
Growing up big at North.
Everyone except Dylan Harding is like a large human.
So this is a little bit of a surprise situation. DiMatteo being finished at 4.
Well, that's 9-1. A breaking ball outside. Nice stop by Hawkwater, the catcher. 2 balls, 1 strike to Conrad. I think so, football player as well.
I'll be curious to see if Floyd comes back out for the bottom of the 6th at 74 pitches and at this point a 9-1 lead.
Breaking ball low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Conrad.
And I think O'Hara's going to be done. The last 2 pitches have come up short. And then he looked at coach, and I know it's a 3-1 count, but I think, and we do know that the first visit was an injury-related visit, not a mound visit, but they're taking him out on a 3-1.
Yeah, and he's shaking that right hand.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I wonder, something's bothering him. I don't know if it's his hand. It's trying to go by what he's looking at.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 pitches, 5, 10, 12 pitches for O'Hara.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And he comes out, and again, it could be. Well, we won't speculate, but
Right, it's obviously something with his hand or arm. Well, who's this? He's throwing hard.
Number 18.
Oh, Billy Saltmarsh?
Yeah, I think.
Saltmarsh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
UMass Dartmouth, I believe, commit. Well, his first 2 warm-up pitches, he's missing high, but he started the game against Oliver Ames, and in the first 2 innings had 5 strikeouts.
Wow.
And then started missing with some of his pitches, I was told, and had a real tough 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Surprised right now, he is warming up from the windup.
Yeah.
And his runners on 1st and 2nd, so I think somebody should let
should
him
mention
know
that
and
to him.
get him going from the stretch.
We did his first varsity start, didn't we?
I think we did last year, yes.
Which is very impressive. Okay, so now he's out.
But is he a senior too? Because he's a
Senior Billy Saltmarsh.
So did we do his first, in last year was his first start? Huh.
That can't be right. Must have been his first start of the season.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's because I think he's been on varsity for, I think, unless he was hurt. But
Score is 9-1 North Attleboro. We're in the top of the 6th. Let's get a quick break in here. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Turf Fields here in Attleboro, between the Brennan Middle School and the Attleboro High School property. I'm Paul Healy, along with Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan. Dave Angel on a technical crew. Peter Bray running the graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. And enjoy the beautiful rest of this day, because the weather's going to stink for the next couple.
Is it? At
least tomorrow.
It's going to be warm again.
Yep.
The Hockey Night in Attleboro boys enjoyed the shout-out yesterday as we went to the Frozen Four.
Pardon me?
The Hockey Night in Attleboro boys enjoyed the shout-out you gave us yesterday as we were taking off for Boston.
Oh, excellent. Good.
For the Frozen Four yesterday. We'll be returning tomorrow for the championship game up in Boston.
Yeah.
We'll see Minnesota State versus Denver.
Minnesota going for their first.
Minnesota State, yeah.
Minnesota State, their first NCAA title, not to be confused with Minnesota, home of the Golf and Golden Gophers. Mary Richards' alma mater from WJN-TV, where she had to put up with Ted Baxter.
Denver's going for
their
ninth,
right?
Yeah. And they completely outplayed in the overtime and got the game-winning goal.
Strange game, that ice hockey. All right, so
Conrad.
Yes,
the batter
Aiden
with
Conrad.
a 3-1 count.
Called strike on the first pitch from Saltmarsh on the outside edge. Full count.
So 3-2.
They made Saltmarsh tuck his shirt in, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yes.
I mean, they knew I was talking to Mr. Demandia, so they had to kill some time for me. So I appreciate that, Mr. Blue. And so 3-2, right?
Yep. Del Pazo at third, Pagano at short, Tabor at second, Block at first. Leading from second base is, swing and a miss.
Strike three.
Strike three. Who's at second?
That Owen Tabor? Oh, the runner, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nick Kajoyan, right?
Kajoyan's over there, okay.
So Conrad strikes out and up steps Danny Kern.
Yeah, I was going to say Kajoyan, yeah.
And on first base is Derek Masita. So you can see that Saltmarsh is probably Attleboro's hardest thrower on the team right now. I was, I'm guessing eyeball, mid to upper 80s maybe. I think maybe a little bit faster than Floyd. He's probably sitting mid 80s. faster than Dunley was earlier in the game, who they tell me sits low 80s.
Called strike on the outside corner to Danny Curran. Curran is lined or a hard grounder to third, a line shot really, a one hopper. Reached on an error, had an infield hit, stolen base, and scored a run.
Yep.
9-1 North here in the top of the 6th inning. Curveball, nice stop, Hawkwater. At first base, Masita. At second base, Kajoyan.
And we have a new catcher, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's number 9. Is that Cooper Johnson? Trying to see. Is that number 3? It looks like a single digit.
I think it's 8.
8. Or is
that's
that just
still
8 and it's still Hawkwater?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's number 9. Yeah, Hawkwater.
Right, because I looked on the wrong. I pulled the poll and I looked at the wrong roster.
Again, Kevin, leave the mistakes to me. I've got to play to my strengths.
Well, it's like in baseball, you know, good habits never take hold. There's always bad habits seep in. So I'm picking up your bad habits.
Thank you. We think it's 2-1 to Danny Curran. Fastball, last foul. And a lot of
something happened on the other side of the dugout.
Either someone made a great catch of that foul ball or someone's automobile got hit. 2-2, I think, to Danny Curran.
2-2, thank you, Blue.
Thank you. Tom Chase, the umpire, heard us.
And we know for a fact that the umpires can hear us, as we learned in American Legion ball a few years ago.
Curveball is high, 3-2.
Wonder if the elves can hear us. Yes, I
can. That was over at loud and clear, he said. That's right. I think that was over in Norton, yeah.
So we got 3-2, 2 outs, so runners will be off on the pitch.
9-1 North.
Well, they better be if they want to keep playing for Coach Hart, right?
Yes, exactly. And who's kidding who? North, they'd like to put a couple more runs on the board and mercy
sure
this
they
game.
do, of course. You want to avoid all injuries. You want to get out of the game with the win. It's baseball, so anything can happen. Attleboro could pick up a 7th spot just as easily as North did.
Yep.
Anytime you get a chance to put a team away, you do it.
From the stretch is Salt March. Tall drink of water. Oh, fastball. Grounded to first base. Fielded by Block. Flips it to Salt March covering. Good fundamental baseball. 3-1 if you're scoring at home. So for North, they failed to score. No runs, no hits, but 2 runners left on base for a total of 3 today. And after 5.5 innings, North 9, Attleboro 1 on 1320 WARA and AACS. Kevin?
Saltmarsh comes in, throws gets 2 pitches on a 3-1 count to get the strikeout.
Yep.
And then just uses 6 pitches. First and second 2 outs, gets a nice little ground out. Like you said, good fundamentals from Block to Saltmarsh to close out the inning.
And there it is. All right. Don't go away, you maniacs.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Kevin, you got an update?
Yep, from the Hockomock League, Taunton 12, Sharon nothing is a final.
Wow. Danny Johnson is up. He struck out and grounded out to second. Swing and a miss at a pitch low in the zone. In his 6th inning of work, David Floyd is still out there, and he's looked good. He's only allowed 1 hit, 1 unearned run. All right, 3 hit batters and 2 walks. Down to first base. Foul ball fielded by Wells. 0-2 to Danny. Boy, it's funny. With a few exceptions, the really well-hit balls today have not resulted in hits.
No, they
that
have
was
not.
another one.
20 batters faced by Floyd, 14 first pitch strikes.
Wow. Fouls it back. Boy, Floyd still got plenty of
Technically,
juice.
actually, I'm sorry, it's now 15 out of 21. Danny Johnson represents
Yep.
the 21st batter he has faced. 15 first pitch strikes.
Count remains 0-2.
Do the percentage on that for you, too.
Curveball stays up high. By the way, Aiden Conrad now in catching, giving Tyler DiMatteo a rest with a 9-1 lead.
Floyd's throwing a first pitch strike 71.4% of the time.
Wow.
That is every coach's dream right there.
And the right-hander.
Well hit.
Ground ball right to the shortstop. Bannon fires across the diamond. 2 up, 1 up, 1 down. That was last inning. There we go, 6-3.
We have a pinch hitter. Looks like Ben Hawkwater, number 1 for Hayden Hegarty. And
You know, Derek Masita, North's leadoff hitter, we didn't mention this. He led the Hawk in batting average last year as a sophomore.
Oh, wow. And Ben swings at his first pitch he sees. Might have been just a little bit high, the letter high fastball, strike 1. Floyd still dealing here.
Who's this?
Ben Hawkwater.
Oh, okay.
Pinch hitting for Hayden
Yep.
Hegarty. Again with the high heat. If I'm Floyd here, I climb the ladder and go even higher to see if you can get him to go chasing.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing Hawkwater will stay in the game and either play left or switch over to right and switch with Johnson.
Ben, a left-handed batter, looks at the ball low.
So Floyd does the exact opposite, does not climb the ladder.
Yeah.
Tries to get him on a low strike. So
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's like, you swing at the first 2 high ones, like to keep going higher. You don't want to throw anything good on 0-2.
Like hit in a league of our own, Sheila. Can't lay off the high ones. Fastball, strike 3, inside corner. What a great pitch by Floyd. I don't think Ben was happy with that call, but I got to be honest, that was a strike.
I mean, we have a different perspective,
Yes.
but I don't see how that's not a strike.
Yes, 6th strikeout of the game for David Floyd, who looks just even more confident. And this brings up Jamie Block, the first baseman, heading to UMaine Farmington.
That's
that's well hit. Right center field gap, all the way to the temporary wall, under the
go
fence.
up, so it's going to be a double.
And that was a very well hit ball by Jamie Block, who is
Takes away the question.
and he's got Attleboro's only 2 hits of the game, both doubles.
Funny story about the fence.
Excuse me. You tell the story. We decide if it's funny.
Okay, it's possibly
Okay.
a funny story. Under the fence, Matt's coaching the freshman team, and they're playing the other day.
Yeah.
And they talked, the coaches talked, with the umpire, talked about the ground rules.
Yeah.
If it goes under the fence, Matt goes, "How about we play it where the umpire just, puts the runner?" Ooh, up and in to Peter Del Pazzo.
Yep.
Oh, we have a pinch hitter. Number 13, Matt Harvey, the quarterback.
Yeah. Harvie. Looked at ball 1 high. Oh, gets under that a little bit. Lofts it
2
to
outs.
center field. Masita gets under it. And last year's leading hitter in the Hockomock League makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. And we head to the top of the 7th, 9-1 North. Finish your story.
Well, Matt wanted it to play what the umpire says. The other coach goes, "No, it's an automatic ground rule double." Ball crushed again, freshman, so the outfielder was shallow. Ball gets past the center fielder. He's flying after it. And the Oliver Ames, the Franklin guy, was round to second, on his way to 3rd. The arm goes up and put him back to second base.
Oh.
So the coach that insisted it's a ground rule double got burned. What would have been a triple, possibly even an inside the park home run.
After 6 innings complete, North has 9 runs on 6 hits. They've left 3 runners on base. Attleboro's committed 1 error. Attleboro has 1 run on now 2 hits. They've left... Who knows? Anyway,
Everybody but one.
Yeah, 9-1. We'll be right back.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
All right, pipe down. We know what we're doing. I had some things in the wrong category. Attleboro's got through 6 innings. The Bombardiers 1 run on 2 hits, 4 North errors, the only blemish on their game today. Attleboro's left 5 runners on base. North Attleboro 9 runs on just 6 hits, 1 Attleboro error, 3 left on base for North, and Floyd has pitched so well, and boy, do the Red Rocketeers run the bases well.
I've got 7 left on base for Attleboro.
Do you?
Yeah, I got
What did I miss?
2 in the first.
That's what I missed.
1.
Never mind.
We'll
It's
stop
7
right
left
there.
on base.
I'm glad we didn't have to go through
All right.
6 innings.
All right.
Maybe that's when you were burping. I don't know.
I didn't burp until the 5th inning, Kevin. Anyway, I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel
Yes.
on our technical crew. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. I host Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon. It's a radio show and oftentimes a parody of same. When it's good, it's very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel, but at least it's never average.
Billy Saltmarsh on for his 2nd inning. He came in relief of O'Hara, who left with an injury. Going to strike out and a ground out. He starts David Floyd, the pitcher, with a swinging strike on a fastball down the middle.
We also, I didn't notice that for North, Christian Bates is going to be going to Eastern Nazarene.
Oh.
Which is literally within a mile of where I live in Quincy.
They play on that really cool field. Ooh, a hanging curve.
That Floyd just a little bit behind and fouls off, 0-2.
I think Floyd's eyes lit up.
Yes, too big.
He's like, I am all over this. And then he had visions of straightaway center into the soccer nets.
We mentioned that Christian Bates had 2 hits and 2 RBIs against Sharon, but we didn't mention he's going to Eastern Nazarene, which is right down the street from where I live in Quincy. So, you know, Christian, when you're at Eastern Nazarene and you need bail money, give me a call. Although if you're at Eastern Nazarene and you need bail money, you won't be at Eastern Nazarene much longer.
Don't call it during Jeopardy either.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. 0-2 to David.
1-2.
1-2. Thank you to David Floyd. Hard hit to Del Pozo at third base, and once again a hard hit ball leads to an out. 5-3.
He stumbled out of the box,
Yep.
too. That allowed Del Pozo to take a little bit of time to make an accurate throw to block across the diamond.
Floyd had an infield hit to knock in a run, stole 2 bases and scored in the 2nd, flew out to center field in the left field in the 3rd, walked, stole, and scored in the 5th, and then he just grounds out to 3rd. Now Gavin Wells is up, football and basketballer, as we've mentioned. Gavin has walked, stolen a base, and scored in the 2nd. Flied out to right in the 3rd. No, that was the 2nd inning as well. And grounded out to 2nd in the 5th, where he drove in a run. And what was that first pitch?
I missed it. I was looking at my notes.
Okay.
And I think
it was inside.
Inside. Oh, is that a pinch hitter?
Oh, thank you.
We have a pinch hitter.
That's number 23, Aiden Delaney.
And I believe the count's 1-1.
Glad someone's paying attention.
Well, it's another tall North Attleboro player.
Yeah.
They're all huge.
Delaney way back on that right foot in the right-handed batter's box. Outside.
Yep. Aiden Delaney.
2-1.
23.
Thank you.
And on deck is number 24 will be Jordan Paradis?
I think it's Paradis.
Okay.
No E at the end. And I know he plays another sport as well. I've called that name before.
Fastball low at the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike.
9-1 North Attleboro here, top of the 7th. So if they get 2 runs this inning, game over, right?
No, Attleboro has a chance to bat.
They still?
Yep. It's my understanding.
Billy Saltmarsh getting ready to wind and fire. The lanky right-hander. There's a swing and a strike. Full count.
3-2, yes. Billy's delivering the heat here. Which is another reason for the hard hit balls, too. You make contact with it, it's going to go somewhere hard and fast.
Fastball. That's hit to right field out of our view. I think it's going to go foul, and it does. The count remains full.
You know, I just learned something. I can never see the foul balls down the line, but you know who can see? The guy right in front of me, the umpire.
Yeah.
And he points foul.
Just look at him.
So instead of straining to see something I know I can't see, he'll tell me the story.
Either that or we set our broadcast table up on top of the first base dugout. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, nothing go wrong there.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Saltmarsh comes back.
Saltmarsh has the only 2 strikeouts of the day for Attleboro pitching. And
2 outs.
And Saltmarsh just took himself out of the game, or Dunley just took himself out.
So that's probably a pitch count thing. And coming up to bat.
That's a great point, sorry.
Coming up to bat is number 24 for North. This will be Jordan Paradis. Derek,
That's a great point because he's under 30 pitches.
Yeah.
And I don't have, but my guess is that means he can come back whenever he wants.
Right.
So this is basically his day to throw, his bullpen day.
Yeah.
And they brought him in, and they kept him under 30, which I think is one of the magic numbers.
Yep.
And they brought in, that
left-hander.
number is number 16, which is John Rumley. I really don't know much about John.
Well, you look it up while we take a break on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to the Drummond Street Fields here in Attleboro, Massachusetts. North Attleboro with a big lead in this rivalry game today. 9-1 over the Bombardiers. Rumley, the left-hander, set to pitch, and that's high to Jordan Paradis, pinch hitting for Christian Bates.
Getting his first at bat tonight.
Yeah. The wind has died down, so all of our paperwork I have taped to the table we're starting to get rid of. Curveball misses low and away, so that's
2-0.
Yep, umpire Tom Chase showing us he's a man of integrity, keeping the strike zone consistent. I know with a big lead, there's a tendency to throw up the right arm on that. There's a called strike low in the zone. 2-1.
Rumley's got a kind of like a quirky arm slot.
Yeah.
Different type of delivery. It's the first lefty we've seen in the game today, and he kind of like three-quarters arm. Doesn't rear all the way back, and it's a kind of snaps it off.
Yeah, another breaking ball fouled off to the left. So left-hand pitcher Rumley against the left-hand hitting batter Paradis.
The 5th pitcher of the day for Attleboro.
2-2.
Saltmarsh was effective in his 3.5 batters that he faced.
Yeah,
coming in with a 3-1 count after relieving Sean O'Hara, who left with an apparent hand injury.
Curveball. Foul ball down the first base line. Nice backhand stop by Block, which Kevin couldn't see, but I could.
Take your word for it.
Yep. Wearing number 24, Jordan steps back into the box. Doesn't really resemble Dwight Evans or Willie Mays.
No. They were right-handed batters.
Yes. Yes, that's it. Drumley with a pitch. That stays high. 3-2.
2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
I was talking to Steve Dunley before the game. His son Tyler wears number 21. And I said, is that a family tradition? Is that what number you wore? He said, no, I wore number 26. We didn't have a 26. So Tyler got 21. Ball 4, low and away on a curveball. And I told him in a terrible insult, high school baseball, as a right-handed hitting punch and Judy hitter, slap hitter, I wore number 9. Same number as Ted Williams. There might be bigger insults in the world of sports, but I can't think of one right now.
That's up there.
Yeah.
I wore 26 after Wade Boggs. Well,
Ooh.
more of a coincidence than anything.
Foul
up, that
ball.
might stay in play.
Way up in the air, and that's
Playable.
Tyler Bannon. The foul ball. Tyler has an infield hit and an RBI, scored a run, was robbed by shortstop Pagano, and had a double to left field. Then he pops up to the first baseman block, a foul out.
That was
Third
the
out.
first pitch of the at-bat, correct?
Yeah.
So 8 pitches for Rumley. Okay.
So that wraps up the books for North. They're going to have 9 runs on 6 hits. Just 3 left on base. 7 of the 9 runs are earned. 1 Attleboro error. We'll be back with a bottom of the 7th. Bombardiers only need 8 runs to tie to send this into extra innings on 1320 WARA.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Looks like the umpire is going to run Pagano right now. Yeah. Run him, Blue, run him.
That's supposed to be the start up and run sound effect. Sounded more like a broken crane.
No idea what that was.
Yeah. Wow.
Everybody's ready but Blue, but okay, now here we go. Looks like...
You know what I'm ready to do. Aiden Hawkwater is up.
Should be Brady Mckenna, right? No, nope, you're right. You're right. He pitch ran.
And on the first pitch, fly ball to center field. Masita makes the catch, although I think someone's in for Masita. So first pitch swinging. Hawkwater had reached on an error, walked, and there the fly out to center for 1 out. This brings up the top of the order, Nate George.
Looks like Cooper Johnson is pinch hitting number 3.
All right. And where did you say that porta potty was? Because as soon as this
over
game's
by the
over, I'm going to be
basketball.
sprinting.
Right by the basketball
Okay.
court.
This is Cooper Pagano.
Cooper Pagano. Cooper Johnson.
Cooper Johnson, thank you. Whoops, I'm writing that in the wrong spot.
We'll see Cooper Johnson doing some catching this year as well. He's a senior and plays a little bit of third. I know he had a tremendous fall season with the Attleboro fall varsity team as a catcher, while Hawkwater was playing football.
Breaking ball lofted into shallow center field, way up in the air on the run. And we can't see the number of that player. That's 13. So that's Kyle Conroy in for center field. He's got 2 putouts.
Welcome to the game, Kyle. 3, so he is at 26. 19 out of 26 first pitch strikes.
Yeah.
And here's Johnny Pagano, the shortstop, sophomore. 0 for 2 on the day. Oh, sorry, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a hit by pitch. Reached base twice. Made some real nice plays on the field. Swings at strike 1. Fastball down the middle. Maybe a little bit high.
Yeah, Flood looking at a complete game victory.
Or that was his 91st pitch.
Yeah.
Woo. That one got him again.
Fourth
Almost
hit
in the
batter.
exact same spot. Pagano twice.
Kevin, you're going to have to take over.
Okay. And you'll be back right after this. Now stepping up to the plate is Owen Tabor. We got 2 outs and a runner on first. As Paul leaves, I'm sure the game's going to end. I'm going to have to wrap things up here. I'm not quite sure how we're going to go about that. But Owen Tabor, the senior, Owen is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a hit by pitch as well. Swings at the first pitch, strike, fastball down the middle, 0-1 to Owen Tabor. Senior going to UMass Dartmouth. Floyd looking to go for a complete game. That was his 92nd pitch. Foul ball, straight back, 0-2 to the right-handed Tabor. Here the umpire Chase saying 2 strikes. Floyd looks to have a complete game. 6, 86 and 6 and 92, 93, 94. Pitch number 95 on the day for Floyd coming out and wind up in the pitch. Just outside. You can hear the North bench wanting that call. Just on the outside edge of the plate. Could have gone either way. Attleboro's happy. North Attleboro's not. 9-1 here. We are in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Runner on first. Johnny Pagano on base 3 times. A big healthy lead at first base. He's going on the pitch. And a foul ball. It's sort of holding him on, but pitcher Floyd not even looking over. To be honest with you, I'm surprised that North's even holding him on, just I guess to ensure the force out. A lot of times you see the first baseman playing in front of the bag and jumping off really quick to give themselves more range. Pagano with a healthy lead again. He goes again. Here's the pitch. Ball outside, no throw. High school, look at Pagano stolen base. 2-2 to Owen Tabor. Runner on second. Pitcher David Floyd looking to close the game out here and finish under 100 pitches. I believe the high school rule is 105, so he's got a little bit of leeway should Tabor get on. Low fastball. 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 6-13. This will be 86. Hey, that was pretty quick. Oof, not bad. But you missed everything.
It's amazing how fast a man can move when he's desperate.
It's 9-9.
All right.
Strike 3
Owen
looking.
Tabor looks at strike 3 looking. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. So what did Pagano do?
He got hit by a pitch.
Okay.
On the second pitch on an 0-1 count and took second, more of a catcher's indifference, and but gave him a stolen base, and that wraps things up. 7-1, 8, 10, 13 pitches that inning. I have Floyd finishing with 99 pitches on the game.
Wow.
1,
and
2, 3, 4,
7.
28. Go ahead. What? I'm sorry.
7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hit batters, but only allowed 2 hits, both of them to Jamie Block, one of them a bloop double, and one of them a line shot double.
Right.
Other than that, David Floyd, he's our player of the game.
And he threw first pitch strikes, and a stat I kept harping on all games that the Attleboro's looking to improve on as the year goes on. And Floyd came in and threw a first pitch strike 75% of the game, 21 out of 28 first pitch strikes, and it's no coincidence that he finished the game 99 pitches with a complete game victory.
And he also had an RBI single in the second when the Big Red scored 7 runs. They scored 2 more in the 5th. He walked and scored in that inning with a stolen base. So that big 7-run second inning leads the way for North Attleboro. North Attleboro 9 runs, 6 hits, 3 left on base, 1 Attleboro error. Attleboro 1 run, 2 hits, 4 North errors.
4 North errors.
8 left on base for the Bombardiers, and their run was unearned. So 9-1 North victory. Kevin, we'll give you the last word.
Yeah, Attleboro used 5 pitches. You know, they'll have to check on the injury status to O'Hara, who clearly took himself out of the game on a 3-1 pitch.
Yep.
There was some improvement on Attleboro as far as their pitching staff is concerned, working ahead in the count. They're going to have to start hitting better.
Yep.
North Attleboro continues to get off to a fast start this year.
Yeah.
They improved to 3-0 in the year. They got a little revenge on Attleboro from last year's loss at this very field.
Yeah.
So North Attleboro is definitely trending in the right direction. Attleboro's got a couple holes to fix before they move on.
Perfect. And we want to thank Mike Hart, Coach Mike Hart of North Attleboro, for providing us some notes on individual players prior to the game. Most of them we used.
Same thing to Coach Pagano and Coach Donnelly as well.
Exactly. And boy, a lot of captains on this team. Bannon for North was a football captain. Flood was a soccer captain. Kajoyan, a hockey captain. Wow.
Lots of leadership on this team.
Exactly. So 9-1 North Attleboro wins. Thank you for joining us on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WAR.
Hey.
Nailed the
We'll
dramatic
see you next
pause.
week too, right?
Yep.
I think we got some games next week.
Thank you. Way to go.
Bristol
Thank you.
Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and